Hi there, namaste, and welcome back to another spiritualistic pick a card reading. Today we are taking a look at which collective beyond Earth has a message for you. So today we're tuning into higher dimensional consciousness to see which collective wants to get in contact with you. So please use your intuition to select which group or groups you feel the most drawn to, and please keep in mind that this is a two-part reading, so whichever group or groups you do select, you can always head over to Lexi the Leo's channel, and Lexi has the other part of your reading for you. So, without further ado, please select from group number 1 with the Tektite, group number 2 with the Meteorite, group number 3 with the Celestite, or group number 4 with the Moldavite. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for watching. Please interact with the video. It helps me so much. And I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. I will see you at your reading, and namaste. Hi there, group number 1. Thank you so much for being here and welcome to your reading. Today we are going to tune into the higher level dimensional consciousness beyond the earth that has a message for you today. This is going to be a different collective than one that exists on our earth. So you chose this Tektite. The first thing that they're showing me is somebody who is taking things out of a basket with grace and ease and a lot of care, one by one. And they're saying unpacking things. So you might be unpacking things, whether this is, they're saying truths. Right now you are unpacking some truths. And they're saying thank you for this. They're also saying welcome back, or it's good to see you again. So whoever this is, they are familiar with you, whether or not you are familiar with them currently. This indicates perhaps a past life link, or just that there are some guides through this collective that are with you. I'm feeling called to share with you that when I got this Tektite, I took a road trip and I was in Sedona, which was beautiful. And I actually went to Sedona on my way out to Area 51. And I had some very beautiful connecting moments at Area 51 with some higher dimensional consciousness. So this crystal really reminds me of like camping outside the borders of Area 51. And that's really where they were drawing me to, like the middle of the desert, with all those sonic booms happening every 12 hours as they're testing rockets or whatever else they're doing out there. But the vibration there was one of a kind and very unique. So they're kind of trying to draw that vibration in. So there's something that is grounded that you are unpacking, some truths, whether this is some information you recently learned or that you are channeling, or there's something, a particular story of yours, whether this is in this life, the last, or the next. They're saying that it is either your responsibility to carry on, or there is an indication of some things that you see through or see past, see beyond, that others around you or those stuck in the matrix or in regular society might not be aware of at this time. Or if they are, they're too afraid to speak of it. So this is really interesting. I'm going to see which card you chose to go along with this. This is my Follow Your Heart Oracle deck. If you're interested, you can find the link below in the description box. Okay, so this is Arcturus. You got Ascending to Arcturus. I think it's really interesting here that you chose this card, especially with the Ascension and the yellow. So this is saying that when it comes to your solar plexus, they're saying you have reached the highest level of ascension that the human can achieve in their solar plexus. This is when, in yogic science, they believe that every chakra is, of course, a refraction of light, just as we are, just as our experience is, similarly to a hologram or something. And that's why every chakra is its own frequency. It has its own color. But as we ascend and go to a higher vibration, we draw every refraction of light back to gold healing light. And then in yogic science, it is considered, instead of the 7 chakras, there are the 7 golden candles. So they are drawing my attention to this. And they're saying that in your solar plexus, you have ascended this from a yellow human ego to a golden candle of 12th dimensional consciousness. This is beautiful that you have Arcturus coming out here. I will be channeling messages and pulling some more cards in a moment, but Arcturus is typically represented by a blue healing light as well as a golden healing light. Arcturus is a 7th dimensional consciousness, so if you're seeing the number 7, 777, 77, or even 17, this is an indication that, oh, they also want me to mention 16 as well, which reduces to a 7. If you're seeing 17 or 8 as well, they are letting you know that they are with you, around you, and within you. Interesting. They're they're saying that they are closer to you than you think that they are. And with this 7th dimensional consciousness, this is the 3rd density of consciousness. So they are saying if you are interested in science or math or physics or even music, this is a good place to start. This might be a why for you. This might also indicate some memories that you still have in your DNA that are able to make sense of things because you have a higher understanding of the way that the 3rd, 4th, and 5th dimensions work because you have a connection to the 7th dimension. This is beautiful. I'm going to move this card and pull the rest of your tarot cards now, or pull some tarot cards. Okay. They're saying that you are having a choice come up as well as an opportunity, and they want you to 10-10. They want you to finish what it is that you started, or they're saying that you have come here to do something, and this has to do with your life path. My dog just started whimpering, and this is letting me know that there's something that brings you chills or something you might be afraid of, and they are very much aware of this, and they're saying that they have arranged for things to work out in your favor. They want you to be aware of this and have faith. Arcturus, please channel through me. And, okay, wow. 9 of Pentacles. Barely had to ask there. The Star, the Strength, and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. The first thing I'm hearing is, you are not alone. Wow, there's a song that's coming to my head, but I don't really know what it is. With the strength to carry on. If you know that song, please drop it in the comments. I don't really know it, but it's coming to me, so there will be messages in there for you as well. So they're kind of peeping to me, the 10 of Cups, but they're saying that this is not as relevant as the rest. So there's something about walking a path alone, and this being able to fulfill a wish. Now here we have the number 17, which already came out for you. The self, this is Aries and Libra energy, but they're saying that this is the self and Arcturus. This is the 1st dimension and the 7th dimension. This is, they're saying counterpart to me. This is a number 8, of course, which has to do with transformation, and the star does have to do with higher level consciousness coming down to earth. That is the original Etruscan message behind the card before it got over rationalized. With the strength, we do have another 8, 88. They're saying that what's next is going to be amazing, and you won't be able to believe it until you see it, although you already know because you've planned something ahead of time before you came here. And you have the support of Arcturus. Now with the 5 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, this is something that you might be called to do on your own. There's something that I'm seeing an image. They're showing me somebody rolling up their sleeves and doing work that nobody else wants to do. So there's an indication that 5 of Pentacles, this isn't necessarily fun. It's not something that doesn't require strength, and it's not something that doesn't require hope. They're showing me the song Dirty Work by Steely Dan. So there are likely messages or resonances in this song for you. They are letting me know that there's something that you are meant to do here on the earth, that you have planned ahead of time, and that you are very, very courageous as well as determined when it comes to your soul's path. You are meant to help find freedom again, help find the freedom that was lost in the human collective. And there's an indication that because you remember what it feels like to be free from other lifetimes, other incarnations. You are able to help break the entire Earth Collective free of some of the cycles that it's currently going through. Arcturus is coming through to let you know that you do have healing abilities, whether this is through energy work, a spiritual practice, or you just have healing hands in general. They're saying that you have been incarnated with this, and it's very likely that from a young age, perhaps your entire life, you've noticed that you have the ability to heal people just with your hands in a very magical seeming way. It could be that from a very, very young age, people have told you you had healing hands. There's an indication of you being very, very smart. Now, you might have a very high IQ. You could have been a gifted kid in the gifted programs. You could be literally a genius. You could be a mathematician, a physicist, or just be really inclined in these areas. You could also be very highly psychic, very spiritually inclined, but they're focusing more on the tangible, rational areas. You might be very into astronomy. You could be very into chemistry. There's a reason that you have been able to easily understand the workings of our world, because you understand laws of physics that go beyond the realm, that are much more difficult. Therefore, it's easiest to put together the puzzle pieces to 100-piece puzzle than to 1,000-piece puzzle. And that's the analogy that they're giving me from what you know versus what you need to do. However, what you see as a 100-piece puzzle, people around you may not be able to see. And that's why they're here guiding you very strongly. There is an indication that you might sometimes feel like you are connected more with beings who have once walked the earth than those that currently do, and there's a reason for this as well. Arcturus is coming through to tell you that if you feel highly connected to, they're showing me Krishna, for example, there's a reason why you may feel called to, they're also showing me blue dakini. There might be a reason why you feel very called to deities or ancient beings who once were said to be related to the color blue. And this has to do with Arcturian roots in your DNA. They're saying that they have encoded a very special mission and purpose within you, and that you are very much aware of this, although you might have a difficult time sometimes placing the origin of this. With the star, they're saying that every time you ask for help, they will be there. They have been and they will be, and they want you to ask for help more. They're actually sitting on the edge of their seat, watching you, and very much supportive of you. They love you, they want to guide you, and when you need help, they will be there in a jiffy. They're saying there's an indication as well coming through that I'm hearing when you wish upon a star, but they're also saying that you are not alone. If you feel like you're alone, you are not. There are many, many, many humans, many humans on this earth that resonate with the Arcturian collective. However, it is not always the first thing that people say when they shake your hand. Hello, I resonate with 7th dimensional consciousness. The number 7 is known to be the number of divinity. It is also said to be the number of Venus, of God, of perfection, of completion. And this is because this is the 3rd density of consciousness. 7th dimension, but 3rd density. They would like you to take a look at the Kabbalah again, and they would like you to take a look at quantum physics again. If these are things that spark your interest, there is a reason why. They're saying that it will be very simple for you to grasp very complex understandings, and they're really wanting to, or saying, drive this home. And they're showing me an indication of somebody literally manning a spaceship and driving it home. So whether you are helping the collective, humanity, or just science or the collective in some way, you're driving it home back to its roots, back to, they're showing me ancient Earth, they're showing me the pyramids of Giza, they're showing me Lemuria, Mount Shasta, they're also showing me Mount Kailash in Tibet. If you feel particularly drawn towards areas on the earth, such as Waterloo or Stonehenge, places on the earth, Lake Titicaca, spots that literally are the chakras of the planet Earth, there is a reason why you're connected to these places. There's a reason why you find yourself stumbling into these places, or why you find these places running into you, people from these places gathering to you. There is a reason for this. It is because you have a very special and defined purpose in this life, and you're supposed to put something back together that has once fallen apart. But they're showing me that because it has broken apart, it can be put together again stronger. They're saying that this might feel like a lot of weight on your shoulders, particularly with the Five of Pentacles and the Strength. But they have faith that you can do it. They're saying that the weakest part of you is your physical body, your vessel. And that is why, and they're saying it's not weak at all. They don't want you to think that. They don't want you to think that. But they want you to know that it is important to take extra care of your vessel, not in the ways that society wants you to look, or the way society wants you to eat, or the way that you are even raised to look, or to eat, or to think, or to exercise. They want you to follow your intuition, because higher understanding of all of this has been encoded within you. There may have been an indication of always knowing better, or having a sense of common sense that others around you simply were incapable of grasping. And the reason for this is because it comes easy to you. It is encoded in your very DNA. You have been conscious, you have been more conscious your entire life than many people get to in one incarnation. And there's a reason why you were born right here, right now, in the place that you were. They're saying to look again at your astrological chart, and maybe even your astro map, see where the chakras of the earth are, and I wouldn't be surprised to find out that you were born near one of these places, or if you are very close to one of these places, but not right on top of it. They're saying you may have been born a stone throw away from one of these very particular spots on the planet Earth, and that the wound that you've grown through in your incarnation is intentional and aligned with this spot on the earth. They're bringing up that you're healing your personal human traumas, you healing your personal human life, yourself, your body, your vessel, your experience. This is going to be related to the place that you're at, and that you doing the work carries a larger weight for the collective and the planet than you could ever even imagine. They're saying again that it will be very beneficial for, they're saying the future of humanity, and they're showing me like technological advancement. If you individually, a viewer of this, were to apply what you know spiritually to physics, or apply quantum mechanics to your spiritual workings, there is some sort of indication here that you are very, very intellectual, and that the spiritual side of things comes very natural to you. You are a master of the spiritual and physical realms, but in the physical realms, there will be one particular chakra that you've needed to work on, and perhaps the one next to it may have experienced a bit of overflow from that wounding. And they are saying that, again, there's a reason why you're drawn to these places subconsciously, or why people from these places or those cultures are drawn to you subconsciously as well. They really want you to take a look at where you have been and where you're going. And they're saying that everything has been going according to plan, and everything will go according to plan. They're letting you know that you are safe, you are loved, you are creative, you are powerful, you are love, you are very intellectual, you are very expressive, you're very divine. It's important that you know this, and it's important that you continue to stay in your own lane. They're showing me Leonardo da Vinci. He made so many technological advances in math, and advances in science, and he spent much of his time alone. Now, you might feel called to spend a lot of time alone, or to stay in your own lane, because you are aware that your purpose here is not for you. But this is because you are not inherently a part of the collective that you're currently in. You might feel a bit disconnected, but you also feel extra connected at the same time. This is because your higher consciousness allows for more depth in feeling, in thinking, in understanding, and in spirituality, and in intellect as well, and even in love. But they also are letting you know that when you are sensitive like this also makes you need to be more extra cautious about those who you spend your time around, about those energies that you pick up, you absorb. And this can be little things as going through the grocery store or spending time around people who have habits that don't serve you. They're showing me the word hooliganism. And they want you to have fun, but they're saying that this is very rational, very technological, very intelligible. And for that reason, you might feel like you're not here to have fun, but you also might think it's more fun to put your nose in a book or study quantum mechanics than it is to go out clubbing and drinking. Which they want you to experience humanity while you're attached to it, but you are really realizing how much of the change you are. And in that, being the fulcrum point of an event horizon can feel like a lot of pressure. But diamonds are built under pressure. And there are a lot more diamonds than we are taught to believe there are. And they want you to relate this analogy to your own consciousness, to the parts of you that are unique. Because just as every single being on this earth has some sort of higher collective consciousness that it has once connected to, you retain the memory. And that is your gift. You're not the only one who retains this memory, but there's something unique about you. Every piece of this collective that has chosen to refract itself into a human vessel has carried with it its own gem. So it is very, very important that you utilize your own unique gifts and talents and abilities and skills and intellect in order to create. Because whether or not it happens during your lifetime, your presence on the earth will affect it for the rest of humanity, and that's precisely why you're here. They're saying that you have been through a lot, but that you have such an open heart that no matter what you go through, you keep an open heart, and you continue to heal others as you've healed yourself. They're saying to me law and order. They're also saying to me checks and balances. They're saying that your very presence here is to make changes. If you're interested in politics or some sort of reform programs or humanitarian efforts, this is for a reason. If you are very interested in political science, social science, psychology, they're saying science again, any sort of science, there's a part of your mission that is the purpose for this. And they're saying that, they're showing me checks and balances again, and they're saying that your existence is the checks and balances system, and that you're not alone. That there is a particularly consciously placed group of souls that have refracted from this collective into human incarnations so that they can make a change, so that they can act as a checks and balances system to a collective that has, they're saying, gone off the rails a little bit. But that's normalized. They're showing me ads and media. They're saying be careful what you consume. Mind, body, spirit, media, advertisements as well. They're saying that there's a lot more manipulation in the media and advertisements than people believe, even conspiracy theorists. They're saying there's always more to the story. And usually, the stories that are deemed to be the craziest are usually because they're the closest to the truth. And they're saying that you have a very strong intuition and you're very rational. Because of this, you can put two to two together. But you also have the ability to recognize when something in front of you is truth and when something in front of you is manipulation. And they want you to use this on the widest scale possible. You might have some truths downloaded into your DNA that you just know, and perhaps you are still looking for your empirical evidence for these things, but they're saying that that is also encoded within you. Or it could be the other way around. You have empirical evidence for certain things, but you have yet to see them manifest. They're saying that you have very strong premonition, and you have a very good idea of the timelines. They're saying that you have a particular gift as well of seeing timelines before they happen, or seeing which timeline a particular person, event, place, or something is on at the time. And seeing, they're saying that you have the ability to notice which timeline is most likely, second most likely, third most likely, and see exactly what's going to happen in those timelines. And see exactly the wrinkle in time, the event horizon, the butterfly effect that would create that change as well. So, they really want you to utilize that, whether it's in private, so that you can really make the most of it, without hearing the thoughts and opinions of others. You might have felt very called to do the dirty work. I'm hearing dirty work by Steely Dan again. Dirty work when it comes to making a change. You might feel a lot of, they're saying radical frustration, or like frustration about the lack of common sense, or lack of empathy, or lack of tactical empirical knowledge that exists within the collective. Watching people go to school, not pay attention, but even if they did, they were learning things incorrectly anyway, unaware of this, but then given the tools to be able to find out that what they learned was incorrect. Or watching people who clearly have information more than what they're putting out, and doing something against what they know to be true anyway, consciously. Things like this, they're saying you are part of this change, but you must lead by example. And they're showing me that quote, what is it? I think it's Marilyn Monroe or something, where she says, well-behaved women rarely make history. So there might be a bit of a rebel streak to you as well, but it's it's like a rebel streak in the name of justice. For example, they're showing me like a light worker witch. And they're showing me, they're showing me the Crusades. Okay? So there's something like this, where there's manipulation in the name of good, but what the name of good is actually not the case. So you might have a lot of, they're saying radical beliefs and opinions, but they come from your DNA. They come from consciousness. They come from awareness. And there is a lot that you keep to yourself, and a lot that you can mathematically prove, a lot that you can physically prove, but they're saying that it's best kept to yourself for now. And the reason for this is because the less energies there are around you to spin you in a circle and try to make you dizzy, try to throw you off track, the better. You're almost best off while you live your life, because they want you to experience a beautiful, normal, abundant, beautiful, fun life. Keep a journal of all that you're learning, and don't speak about it. You might feel called, you might be divinely inspired someday, some way, somehow, to put your information out there, like publishing a book, or doing a news broadcast, or starting a social media channel. But for now, they want you to focus on doing what you know, and trust that your path is leading you to where you're meant to be, and that you're so entirely guided and protected that there is no possible way that any harm can come to you, particularly when it comes to spreading the truth. But that's also why they want you to focus on healing others right now. You have miraculous healing abilities, is what they continue to tell me, and you've needed to use this on yourself. They're saying that you have seen the worst of times on the planet Earth, and that you've chosen to incarnate into this. And although it's been very extraordinarily difficult for you, you have succeeded, you have healed, and you have been able to pay it forward. I'm hearing trauma response in my head. You have experienced, walked through, grown past, and transmuted so many traumas in your life people almost wouldn't be able to understand the amount of trauma that you've been through in your life. They're showing me the number 7 again, which is saying usually people might experience 1 or 2 things that heavily traumatize them. They're also showing me PTSD. This is something that a lot of starseeds that retain their memory end up collecting from the planet Earth. But because you have such strong healing abilities, you have experienced a multitude of traumatic experiences. They're saying 7 again. 7, 8, 9 is what they're showing me. That normally people would only have 1 of, or 2 in the worst case. But because your soul is able to roll up its sleeves and heal cellular PTSD, you've been able to heal your human PTSD. You've been able to walk through the worst of times. You've been able to keep, they're saying praying. You've been able to keep showing up. And they're showing me the song Praying by Kesha. This is so beautiful. This collective wants you to know that you are, they're saying again, very, very smart. Smarter than you give yourself credit for. And they want you to put this to good use. They're saying to have fun with it. They want you to play around, explore what makes you curious. They want you to go in the direction of what makes you curious, because there's a reason that you're curious about these things. And you don't need to always find people that resonate with the same things that you're interested in, but you will. And if there are things that you're interested in that you haven't stepped into all the way, they want you to give that a try as well. You will not have to do everything alone, but there are some things that you will need to continue to do alone. And this is because there's a special piece of a collective that's refracted into you. Just as I said earlier, each refracted bit of consciousness from this collective is given a little gem that will help this collective on Earth with their healing, with its healing, help it ascend, help it remember that it's a collective, help it to ascend to a higher level dimensional consciousness. And they're showing me the they're showing me the adorability of the human race trying to find another place to put itself. And they're saying how cute that is, because that's exactly what you're here to do. And they're all crunching numbers trying to figure out which planet it is, when in fact they should be asking which dimension it is. So you might share a view similar to this, or you could be very fascinated again in astronomy or rocket science or something like this as well. And they're saying that 2 + 2 = 4. The Pythagorean theorem is a thing. They're saying that there's a reason for Fibonacci's sequence, Avogadro's number, everything. They're saying that every single formula is exactly the case, but that you have the ability to see what it really is, not just what the numbers say. So if you are into something occult or spiritual, such as numerology, and you're really good at math or physics or chemistry or stoichiometry, they want you to see what the numbers are telling you. For example, 3.14159.265. What is this saying? In order to create permanent change, one must fall into love. They must be comfortable. They must heal themselves. They must heal their inner child. They must find the freedom within themselves. And then they must make the choice to love in order to live in confidence and ascension. But they're just numbers, right? The Arcturian collective is giggling, and they love you so much. They love you so much, and they're so excited to spend this moment with you. Oh my goodness. They're saying, welcome back. We've missed you. Okay, I was going to pull more cards, but they're saying that I don't have to because they've been channeling through me a lot. And they're letting me know that each pile might have a little bit of a different structure. Okay, they're asking me to pull from the Starseed Oracles, so I want to see what else the Arcturian Collective wants to say to you. Okay. You will be having a lot more opportunities coming up for you. And if you're worried about material abundance, ask them for help. They are able to affect the physical realm in ways that you they're saying it would be adorable if you were surprised, but as a human you might be, even though you already know. You're very well aware, is what they're saying. They love spending this time with you so very much, and they want you to find your sanctuary, whatever that means. Whether it's a place in your inner world, in your consciousness, when you close your eyes and meditate, or whether it's a particular dream you keep having, whether it's a physical place that you've turned into a sanctuary, a place, a room in your home, or even a spot on the planet. They want you to return to your sanctuary. And don't be afraid to, they're saying don't be afraid to dive into your subconscious, and don't be afraid to start anew in a certain venture that's coming your way very soon. And you know what this is intuitively. They're saying that you are sensing something coming towards you, and there's an energy coming up that feels like both fear and excitement, but you're unsure of which it is. And that they're saying exactly, but it's neither of those, it's us, is what they're saying. So take that however it resonates for you. If you're interested to share, drop it in the comment box below, but never feel pressured. Okay. Oh, okay, no, okay. They're asking me to recenter my energy for a quick moment, as they will have these cards fly out. They're saying, well done. They're saying they're very proud of you. They're very, very proud of you, all that you've done. Whale and Orca elders. Okay, they want you to connect with water, with the ocean. They are telling me to inform you or remind you that the ocean of Earth mirrors space. And although it seems like a vacuum, we have not yet explored the deepest depths of the ocean. And they want you to really see the mirror there. They're saying that there is a mirror. They're also showing me frequency of sound, share your song, diving deep. They're saying that you have completed your cycle already a few times in your body currently. They're also saying that you have done what you're doing once or twice before on this planet. If you resonate if you resonate with being a starseed, and you are not used to being on Earth, perhaps you've been on Earth once before, or maybe twice before, in very, very different time periods. They're saying that you have done everything that you're doing in this life before, but actually, there's more trauma in this life, but you had harder work in the last lives. So the answers to all your problems are already encoded in you, and they're already in they're saying muscle memory of your DNA. So don't worry about what's to come, because you already know, because you've already lived it. And you've already been through the hard parts, what they're saying. Music can be very cathartic? It can be catharsis for you. But also they're showing me, again with the science and the frequencies of sound, you could be into sound healing as well. Whether this is singing bowls or tuning forks or sitting down with a piano or another instrument. They're showing me a lute, and they're also showing me a lyre. Interesting. They're saying the original version, if you are a musician, the original version of the instrument that you play now. And that's why you feel so called to it, perhaps. They're also saying to reconnect the math, the numerology with the instrument. Because everything is a healing instrument. Everything. Your body is an instrument, and every instrument can be used for healing. Every vibration can be used for healing because it is the polarization of another energy. Particularly with sound. Sound is one of the strongest ways that we can heal, and it's often used for projection, which is beautiful for expression, but can also and should also be used for healing. So with water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest, they are drawing you again to the water. Ooh, more water on this. Wow, fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites extremes of life. Definitely check out your pile in Lexi's reading, for sure. They're telling me. But apart from that, with Inner Earth, okay, yeah, this is a confirmation. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. You are here to bring about new Earth. But in a lot of ways, it's old Earth, and in a lot of ways, it has never existed before. And you'll be able to find the coding of the pattern of what fits and what doesn't. You might be interested in binary code. And they're showing me a time in my life where I have sat down and channeled a bunch of binary code and drew a bunch of channeled automatic messages and drawings and code that I did not understand until about 7 or 8 years later, when I forgot all about it. And I ended up posting it somewhere, and it was exactly like a formula for something. Like, they're showing me that you already have the answers that are within you, and you already have the answers within you that you'll need in the future. So they want you to channel these down. Don't worry about what they're for. Just get them out. Get them out and put them somewhere safe. Okay. With fall into my arms, they're saying, please, again, just ask. They're saying ask for help. They're saying you can surrender. They're saying not to worry about anything ever. You have already taken care of every single bump in the road that could ever possibly be ahead of you, and that you have multiple blessings. They're showing me like your dream home, particularly, and they're showing me the word High Wraith, which is another card in this deck. So make sure that you're drinking enough water, but they also want you to speak to your water. They want you to speak to your water so that the molecules form to the shape of the vibration that you're putting into the water. Your body, as you know, is about 80% water, and so this is why affirmations work. They want you to use sound healing. They want you to use affirmations. They want you to use music that is healing. They want you to use tones and notes and frequencies and chords that you know will help you. And look at the chakras. Look at numerology. Which chakra would you like to heal? Would it be the throat chakra? So would that be a 5th chord? A 5th of what? A 5th of D, right? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Please don't pitch check me. And we have elders as well, but I'm hearing elderberry. So you might want to look into, they're showing me elderberry and tulsi. These might be important for you. You could be into herbology, or they could just be very helpful for you if you're looking for an herbal cure for something, or something to add to your craft. Look into elderberry and look into tulsi, which is also known as holy basil. They're also showing me Chiron paddling souls that have passed to the afterlife. So you might be a medium as well. They're saying that they're saying that's for the next collective. But they want you to see how everything ties together, and pay attention to your recurring dreams, because they are more literal than you think they are at this point in time. So they want you to write them down. They want you to remember them. They want you to meditate on them. Meditate when you wake up. Use your conscious mind to dive into what your subconscious was showing you, because they're saying it's very literal, and they're saying there is a mathematical equation. There is empirical evidence behind every single thing that occurs in your dreams. No, it is not random. It is not random. It cannot be random. Remember that we cannot dream or experience in our subconscious something that we have not already experienced. So if you're dreaming, but it's not something that you've experienced, think again, because it is. Okay. Okay, so they're saying that you've been through a lot of extreme things, but you have found serenity through this. And that many are watching you. I'm hearing All Eyes on Me by Tupac. Okay, interesting. They're just showing me like a montage. They're showing me like Tupac, they're showing me Wu-Tang Clan, they're showing me The Far Side, they're showing me A Tribe Called Quest. And now I'm hearing, and here's a funky introduction to How Nice I Am. This is so interesting. So that could be relevant. They're saying that you'll know, or you'll discover it. I'm just going to leave that message there for you. What goes around comes around. So have faith that if you have been acting through love, acting through integrity, acting through truth, channeling truth, helping to awaken people, helping people to see the bright side of life and grow and ascend and transmute and heal. Expect your karma to be good. They are confused about why you might expect negative things to happen to you when only the best things are happening for you. They're saying that they're asking you to get other people's perceptions and other people's ideas and thoughts out of your own mind, because you already see right through this veil, and they're calling this realm a veil. They would like to ask you to spend some time with them, spend some time going home, whatever that means for you. And they want you to do something that makes you feel comfortable. They're showing me somebody like eating a comfort food or comfort meal, or like Cancerian energy almost, like snuggling up in a blanket, something super cozy. They want you to soothe yourself, practice self-soothing right now, and drink more water than you currently are. They're saying you might be finding yourself staying up later at night, or you might feel more called to study the stars, astronomy, astrology, again, things like this. And they're saying that don't forget that they're here. I'm hearing disarm by the Smashing Pumpkins. They're saying don't forget that well, the lyrics are the killer in me is the killer in you, but they were saying the hero in me is the hero in you, is what I was hearing. And they're showing me Hercules with Pegasus. So that can be significant for you as well. And they're showing me The Little Mermaid. They're showing me Snow White. They're showing me Pinocchio. Okay, so any of these can be significant for you, or maybe the storylines have hints and clues to you. I just heard like ding 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 in my brain. So they're also showing me a pelican. They're showing me a lizard, a gecko actually, a snake, a crow, a raven, specifically the difference between the two, and a hummingbird. And they're saying that the fates are on your side. And don't ever expect anything bad to happen. Don't ever expect things not to work out for you, because you are the reason things are working out for everything and everyone else. So don't ever expect less than that for yourself, because you know you've already taken care of yourself in the ways that you are so striving to take care of others. You've already coded it into your DNA. You've already coded it into your life path. You've coded it into your astrological chart. You've coded it into the very cells that make up your being, the very molecules that make up your consciousness. And they're asking, they're drawing me as well to microscopy, microbiology, like micro. They're saying that you are able to understand or discover things on a more, they're saying precise, they're also saying the word elite scale than what is currently known to humanity. So there's something where you're able to really, really, really zoom in and really, really, really zoom out and see the truth. See the polarity, but also see the uniformity. Uniformity is strong here. Something about your ability to see, period. And again, they want you to really self-soothe, because if you are expecting, they're just saying expect the best, and anything other than that, nurture that part of yourself. Nurture it. And it's not about being productive or doing the next biggest thing or making a new discovery or feeding every single mouth on the planet. They're saying not yet. What you need to do right now is continue to take care of yourself, connect with us, and have faith. They're showing me animals as well. They're saying start small. Start with plants. Start with animals. Start with study. Start with practice. You're entering a new phase of your life. Expect many, many, many blessings. Expect your wishes to be fulfilled. And I'm hearing Telescope by Cage the Elephant. I'm hearing when he says, time is like a leaf in the wind. Either it's time well spent or time I've wasted. Don't waste it. Okay. And they're saying that that is all for you today, group number 1. They want me to say quickly, you've got this. You are amazing. Don't change a thing. Continue being yourself and continue blossoming. You are further along, luckier, smarter, more beautiful, more capable than you're giving yourself credit for. And they almost think that it's adorable, because at the same time, you hold the power within you, you hold the knowledge within you, and you're very, very much aware of who you are already. So I'm hearing the song Bastards by Kesha. They're saying don't let the bastards bring you down. Okay? So that's all I have for you. This was your message from Arcturus. Very grateful that they came through today. Thank you to Arcturus. Thank you to your spirit guides for helping me connect with your energy and channel it through the collective of, or the Arcturian collective. Maybe spend some time with the color blue, with the color gold, as well as, yeah, just light in general. Again, this is 7th dimensional consciousness and 3rd density consciousness. So thank you so much again for being here. I hope this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your path and your situation, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Namaste, group 1. I love you. Hi there, group number 2. Namaste, and thank you so much for being here today. So this is your channeled message from a higher collective consciousness that wants to send you a message. So you selected the second group, and this actual meteorite, I found this in Baker, California. So this is literally like a piece of a meteor that fell down and crashed onto the earth. And for your reading, I felt called to put my golden healer skull in the reading for your pile and your pile alone. So this is a golden healer. This is a very, very strong crystal. It's very popular in the Reiki community for energy healers. Also, it's a skull which represents death and rebirth, but I'm hearing the word psychopomp, and I'm seeing somebody like either helping souls find their next reincarnation or navigate the Akashics into the afterlife or something like this. That is a very particular image. Chiron is kind of coming to mind here. So with this golden healer, I'm just going to set it aside for you, and let's see which collective wants to get in touch with you with the meteorite. This is very tangible. They're saying that there is something tangible about the message, or something tangible about your experience with this collective. So your card is, okay, ask the Pleiades. I like how straightforward these cards have been so far. So we have ask the Pleiades, which indicates that the Pleiadian consciousness is, the Pleiadian collective consciousness is wanting to send you a message. This is all about who you are. This yellow here, it's drawing me immediately to the sacral, or solar plexus chakra, and the reason I said sacral, I believe, is because there's something they want you to feel out, or something that you are meant to experience or feel your way through that is leading you to your sense of self. Now with the Ask the Pleiades card, they are wanting me to channel something directly for you, so I will go ahead and do that. They're saying pull the tarot cards first. They don't want me to get ahead of myself because they are very specific about having a message for you. We do have the Page of Swords, which came out as I was actually preparing for your reading, so that's very notable. And a lot of yellow too. They said that they've been sending you messages in your dreams. They've been encoding a lot about you, about if something is leaving your life or something that an energy that seems a little bit off. They are trying to send you messages about this, and they're saying to keep holding on because you're not stressing out for no reason, or you're not picking up on something that's not there. They're trying to give you tangible evidence of something that is beyond the veil or beyond the visible eye, that you're picking up on this. And this is coming from the Pleiadian collective. They actually really want to focus on this. They're saying, they're telling me that this is one of your gifts. Okay, so whether you are, I was going to put these back and pull a different message, and they're saying, no, this is what we want to focus on. They want you to ask for support and guidance in a certain area of life, but you have it. They're already in front of your face, and they're closer than you think, is what I'm hearing. The Pleiadian collective is a collective of the 5th dimension. It is represented by a pentacle, or pentagram, as well as Tara. So this is bringing me to like the druids, like the Celtic druids as well, so that could be significant for some of you as well. And I'm seeing like monoliths such as like Brunaboan and like Stonehenge. Pardon me if I'm saying some of these words wrong. So there's something very like, they're showing me Nordics, they're showing me Vikings, they're showing me druids, they're showing me like ancient, like Ireland, England, Wales, and Scotland. And actually this is a collaboration with Lexi the Leo, and so go ahead and definitely check out your other reading if you resonate with this so far. So again, Tara is the home, I guess, verbiage of the being of the Pleiadian collective. So it is again represented by like the Vitruvian Man symbol or the pentagram. So fifth dimensional consciousness, Pleiadians have in some way, shape, or form once existed in the Earth collective, probably beyond the veil and not simultaneously with us, although there are currently a lot of Pleiadian starseeds on Earth. They primarily exist in the fifth dimension, and that is why they are such a common starseed origin for people currently in the Earth collective, and it's also why they are very, very strongly with you. They're one of the collectives that is actually the most capable of affecting the physical realm. Unlike other collectives who come from extra dimensions, and they'll need to use like a portal stargate, such as Sirius or even Arcturus, Lyra even, in order to come through and channel messages to the Earth collective. So the Pleiadians have ascended their collective to the fifth dimension as a whole, and so these are the original light beings of Earth. These are the original light workers. They are healers, but they are all about love and light. They're telling me that you have been activated and it's time for you to activate others. This is such a beautiful message. They're saying that there is a deception that has consciously happened in the Earthling, or Earthling, oh my god, really channeling here. They're saying that there is a deception that has happened in the Earth collective and in the knowledge of well, spirituality, religion, and even information about starseeds. And they're showing me Gaia and Orion. So something about the destruction of Mintaka and Gaia, but they're showing me Gaia, the website, and I happen to know through personal experience that everything that is on there is not written through experience. It's not correct. It's okay. I'm not going to really talk about that anymore. They're saying you may also have messages in another group, so follow your intuition and see if you do as well. Because if you are resonating with the Pleiadian collective, they're saying that they work closely with you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you are a Pleiadian starseed. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have spent all of your past incarnations in the Pleiades. You don't even need to be a starseed. You might resonate with it. You might be finding this out, whatever. They're saying to me traveler, they're saying to me nomad, and I'm hearing the song Gypsy by Shakira. So you may have traveled to your current reincarnation through way of the Pleiades. This is a second density consciousness in the fifth dimension. You might also feel very called towards like asteroids, for example, like asteroid belts, because this is where the Pleiades lies, the Pleiades star cluster. And you might have a resonance with the number 7 or 17 or the number 8. This is because the Pleiades like it's a star cluster of 7 stars known as the 7 star sisters, and this is because it is a group of well, it's one collective that is a seven-pieced shape, which is like it's the Vitruvian Man essentially, but their ability to take the Vitruvian Man, split it into, and you see a pentagram on either side, like this essentially. That is why they're able to maneuver their energy through our realm. That's why we're able to pick them up through our higher selves in the fifth dimension, or through the fourth dimension, through our thoughts, our emotions. They're able to really spark waves of emotion, waves of thought. They're able to telepathically connect with the human collective very, very strongly, whether it's consciously or unconsciously. There are a lot of waves of light, and Pleiadian portals are one of the strongest activation portals in the like spirit in general for individual beings who have incarnated into the Earth collective, because of their proximity to Earth. And it also makes sense with their relation to asteroids, why they wanted to be represented by this meteorite, because it's tiny but it's significant. Go find yourself a meteorite also if you're watching this, because it's awesome. So they have another message that wants to come through. I need to take a deep breath because I'm feeling very this is affecting my energy field, so I'm going to take a beat and I'll come back right now. Okay, hello. They're very, very strongly showing me Odin, and that is why I felt like literally my vision was going out for a moment, and then they were showing me Odin, and I was like, oh, huh, okay. So we have Page of Swords. This is a 6. This is a 3 and a 6, but this is 6 because it's the present moment and it's love. And this is the dimension that they are coming through. They are, like I said, fifth dimensional, but they exist in the same density as the sixth dimension. They have access to it. There is some learning that they are encouraging you to take part in, or something that they're trying to download within you or get you to start studying. We have Page of Swords represented by a 6, and then we have 6, 7, 8, 9 with the World. This is a 3, but it's the completion of a cycle, which is also a 10. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is not an accident. There's something that is happening chronologically, and you're starting to be able to put pieces together of your life because they've been guiding you so very strongly. They're saying you're going to be able to look back very soon and see all of the guidance that you've actually had from the Pleiadian collective, particularly. They love you so very much. They want you to continue to move through love. They're saying that you have a very, they're saying advanced spirit, a very wise spirit, a very old spirit. And I'm hearing Crystal Child as well in my mind, so if you resonate with that, you resonate with that. They're drawing my attention again to the fact that you've needed to be very strong in this lifetime, and the fact that there is a lot that you are keeping within, you're keeping to yourself. And they're saying that it's time to, I'm hearing it's time, is that Imagine Dragons, I believe? It's time to begin, isn't it? They're saying, yes, it's time for you to begin something that you always knew you're going to need to do, to study, to learn, to step into, to speak up about, something like this. It is time. They're saying that you are fully activated, but it's time for you to take the next step. And you will know what this is. They're saying that you very much know what this is, and that your intuition is knocking it on your door right now as you're listening to this. So I trust that you trust your intuition. Please do. I saw 202 on the recording time, so if you're seeing 222 a lot, this they're saying this is us coming through and letting you know that you are on the right track. This is us sending you a message. This is us manifesting something on your behalf with your permission before your incarnation. I saw 222. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. On the recording time. So something has been happening in chronological order, and because your path is so divinely guided, there might be physical aspects of it that seem a little bit less tangible, but you have a lot of faith. The reason for this is because they have the chronological order, and as you look back, you're starting to actually see the way that things happened in the perfect order for you. You're going to notice, oh, well, if I didn't take this particular path, I wouldn't have gotten from A to C through way of B. You would have ended up somewhere else, essentially. And they're showing me the visualization of somebody who is pulling a bow and arrow. If you are off, or like throwing a dart, if you are off in your angle, even by 1 degree, it will totally change where the arrow ends up, whether or not the dart hits the target in the center of the bullseye. That's also kind of showing me Taurus energy as well. So you may have been working a lot in the physical realm, a lot on things that have to do with beauty and food and loyalty and relationships and like communication, speech, choices, Venusian energy as well. They're saying that you're going from Venus to Mercury in your energy. I saw 333 on the recording time. You might be seeing that quite a bit as well. Now, they want you to pay attention to when you see 111 or 1111. After you have picked up the sign, you'll start seeing 222. After that, you'll start seeing 333, and after that, you'll see 444. For you individually, particularly, they are pointing out chronological numbers. If you are saying things chronologically, this is from them. This can come up in any way possible, but the Pleiades are the ones sending you this message. They are bringing your mental freedom, your spiritual freedom. They're shining a light on this. They're saying that you are not alone, and that there are others that resonate with certain aspects of your life, your soul path, or your soul mission. And it is time that you are starting to connect with them. They're saying going out on a limb. So there's something that you needed to... They're showing me somebody like diving off of or jumping off of a plank of a pirate ship. Something that you needed to kind of go against the norm and be almost like... they're saying blacklisted, or like be a black sheep or something like this, in order to go out and then even from that perspective walk the plank. 444. Sorry. So they're saying there's an indication too here of you finishing a cycle, and they're saying to me self-sacrifice. So there's some sort of self-sacrifice here, and they're showing me I have a picture of Jesus on my desk, and it's like standing out to me as well. So you could be very strongly connected to Jesus Christ, or just this self-sacrificial energy. And with the strength here, we do have the Lamb, and I'm hearing Lamb of God, we take away the sins of the world. So the Pleiades want to talk to you about creating something new, but it's nothing that you haven't already done before. They're saying that there's something that you know, something that you've studied, something that you've created, that you've done time and time and time and time again in different lifetimes already in this lifetime, and they want you to kick it up a notch. But you're going to end up stumbling into this. It's not going to be something that you are... it's something that you have already finished preparing for without realizing that that's what you were preparing for. They're saying that they took the the conscious pressure off of it for you and just nudged you down the right path. There is some sort of fortitude, something about your particular stream of energy that they have been able to work with. And they're saying that they have been communicating with you, and you've been listening. So this might be unconsciously through your dreams. This can be very consciously you speaking knowingly to the Pleiadian collective. But the Pleiades are very, very, very strongly with you. And they said that they've been helping you fine-tune your feminine energy and balance it with your masculine energy. They've been helping you to use your masculine active energy in a feminine way, and helping you to use your masculine receptive energy, like your feminine receptive energy, in a masculine way. So they're showing me that they're helping you to really polarize. Oh, I'm hearing a 21 Pilots song. What is it? Is it Polarize? Okay. Yeah, so they're sending me this song. They're saying 21 Pilots as well, so that might be like significant. The number 21 could be significant to you as well, or just like songs by that band. I'm hearing the word Ascended Master in my head as well. So they're very strongly, they're sending you messages through repeating letters. They're sending you messages through repeating numbers, through things chronologically. And they're saying that you are ready. You're ready for something, and you know what this is. Something that you've been doing for a very long time. And they're showing me an 11, and they're showing me a 33. Okay. I'm going to pull some more cards for you now. They're really coming through, and they're saying that you got this. Whatever this is, you already know what it is, and you got this. And they're saying that you really want more information about them than you do about your path, because you're pretty aware of this. So the message that they want to, they're saying dive deep, and we will provide all of the answers to your questions for you. They're showing me again a pentagram. So take a look at that. If you are into spell work or light work, or you are, they're showing me a lot of like pagan, I guess, theisms. So they really want you to take another look at this. Also, mediumship's coming to mind also. They're showing me another visualization of Chiron paddling a passed on soul to its afterlife, or to its next incarnation. And they're saying that this is very significant for you in your life path, whether it's where Chiron is in your chart right now, the actual story of Chiron, or your own story. Something about this is activating too. You could very likely be a medium and know it or not know it, but you could also very well be a bridge between realms, a channel between realms. You could also be literally a psychopomp, somebody who helps guide souls who have passed. You could be noticing that a lot of people that are a lot of beings, whether they are incarnate or not, no matter where they're from, might come towards you and flock towards you and ask for a sense of direction. And they're saying that there's something about your past life that activates their past life, and they feel safe with you, and that is why they're going to you, because they see that you have done the work. They see that you know which way to go, regardless of who it is that's coming towards you. You can always find the path. You can always see which way to go. And they're saying that this is a gift that they have bestowed onto you in this incarnation, and that it's time that you remember who you are. They're saying even if you know who you are, still remember more deeply. Allow that to vibrate and permeate through your entire existence. I'm seeing 888. They're saying that you are inherently abundant. They're saying the word like royalty. The Pleiadian collective, actually, they're saying they looked up to you a lot in a past life, so they still look up to you now. But because of the juxtaposition of where you are and where they are dimensionally right now, they're there to guide you because you have asked them to do so. So, okay, there's that. They're helping you to transform something as well. Not just transform your sense of self, but also to transform the sense of self of the collective or a collective, or passed on souls as well. There are many different ways that this can be manifesting, and it will be different for each and every one of you. Some of you help souls to find their next reincarnation. Some of you help souls find their lost loved ones. Some of you help people transform in the physical realm. Some of you are energy healers, energy workers. Some of you are writers, scribes, scholars, even thinkers, philosophers. They're saying that you have bright ideas, and I'm hearing the word innovation as well. We have the star coming. Wow. Oh, this is the 3 of Cups, but it was showing me the star in my mind when I pulled it because of the top part here. And the star is indicative of literally a Pleiadian coming down to earth, tending to the fountain of youth, and then making sure that it's protected and sending a piece of light down into the earth collective And then it was kind of all turned into like lore, even though it's factual history, and that's part of what they want. That's part of your mission, part of your path, something that you know. With this actually being a Three of Cups that came out, this is saying that you are not alone on your mission. You are always, always, always guided and protected. They really want to emphasize protected. You're about to come into soul family, people that you have linked with in a past life or several. And it's going to be where you look at them. Oh, 11:11 on the recording time. Yes. It's going to be where you cross paths with them and they cross paths with you, and simultaneously you are aware of the past life connection, and you are going to pick up where you left off fully from an activated place. This will not be where you need to do the heavy lifting of somebody else, wait for them to realize their past life, or where you recognize you had a past life with somebody and the other person does not know. Nothing like this. This is going to be mutually acknowledged, and you're going to remember each other and pick up exactly where you left off, and you'll be able to have those conversations, and you will always have the support system that's coming in for you. You will always have. They're saying this is another gift that they are bestowing upon you, because you've done a great job at staying true to yourself, speaking the truth when it was hard. They're showing me like literal friction. So they're saying that you've gone through a lot of friction and it kind of made some hairs stand up, but at the end of the day, this ended up being like they're showing me like a science experiment, and something about your legacy. They're saying the word legacy. Something about your legacy is innovative, it's inventive, but it's actually drawing in the old, bringing something full circle. They're also showing me a pine tree, and I'm smelling kind of eucalyptus right now. So you're seeing things from a higher perspective, but also you're activating yourself. You're waking up. You might feel like you have a little bit more energy right now, and it's only to do particular things. You might notice that when you go to do something that doesn't exactly align with your path, your energy immediately gets drained. And then as soon as there's something else that really aligns with your path, your energy immediately boosts. And they're saying that they are helping pull some strings in the energetic realms so that you can more easily do what you're meant to do and stray away from things that are not beneficial for you. They're saying that you're aware of a lot of this, but a lot of this you've needed to figure out on your own. Now they're saying the planets are aligned, the stars are aligned, you are aligned. So now it's ready to go. Now you're ready to go. They're saying that they're reiterating that you have practiced whatever this is a lot, even in this incarnation, and that you are further along than you think. But the devil is what is making you think otherwise. There's something about, they're showing me like a battle between light and dark, and I'm seeing kind of like the original angelic war in the Book of Enoch, where, well, they're just talking about essentially the Watchers, and that's kind of what's coming to mind here. So you might want to look into that if you're interested there. And I'm seeing a Metatron's cube. Okay, so Metatron is definitely with you right now and helping you to create everything that you want. And this is also a 6. Okay, so another thing that's popping out here is, look, we have the Chariot, High Priestess, and Queen of Cups in reverse. They're saying that you don't need to keep all this love to yourself anymore. There's an opportunity for you to create a new home, to find home, but to make a change in some way, shape, or form. The Chariot, this is Cancerian energy, and it's number 7, which is Libra and Venus. So Cancer and Venus, that could be a specific place or a transit that you are to look forward to. With the High Priestess, this is number 2. This is ruled by Neptune, actually, Neptune and Uranus, but it's number 2, which is Taurus. So that is ruled by Venus. So there's definitely a lot of love, a lot of love that they're sending your way, and there's a lot of love that is within you, and you needed to make that your entire being. They're saying that your love in and of itself is enough to create a ripple effect, and I'm hearing Ripple by the Grateful Dead in my head. And they're saying, okay, well, they're just singing the lyrics to me. I'm hearing the verse where they say, if you fall alone. If you lead, who's to guide you? That path is for your steps alone. And then they're bringing me back to the allusion to the Fountain of Youth and the music video, which is literally tarot cards. So that's kind of cool. So 5 of Cups. Okay, so you've been learning how to let something go, and you're realizing that you have so many options in front of you, but really you don't. There is one right choice. They're saying you can't make a right or wrong choice, but the amount of your intuition is so, they're saying it's like scary on point, or you might feel like you're able to see directly through this realm, the next realm after that, see exactly through not just the matrix, not just the veil, but they're saying you're able to see even higher than their dimension, which is very impressive, very beautiful. Proud of you, group 2. But there's also an indication where you're kind of going back and forth about, well, what does that mean for your life? What does that mean for your action? And here we have 88 again, a little bit of anxiety coming up here, but you know that if you are missing something, you know where to find it. You know what it is that you're looking for and where to find it, because you're able to have such, they're saying clairvoyance, sight. That can mean like oracle sight, that can mean clairvoyance sight, it can mean that you're just really good at picking out patterns sight. Your intuition, however it comes through you, is very much on point, extraordinarily. And they want you to go to them for help. They want you to go to them when you need more guidance, because there's an indication here of trying to stay very, very grounded in times when you're not necessarily supposed to be grounded. They're saying that your presence in this collective is grounded enough because of the fact that you're here, but you can really only make the strides that you planned to make while you're here if you stay not ungrounded, but you're supposed to have I'll use a phrase that somebody commented on one of my videos the other day that I really resonated with, having like your being in the other realms but dipping a toe in this one, and that is how you're going to make the biggest impact, because you are the ripple. You are that drop that creates a ripple effect. But in order for that to happen, you need to continually be dropping this from a higher perspective. So it's important for you specifically. Here's another 8 of wands. It's important that you travel, that you do journeying meditations. They want you to go home, whatever that means for you. Even if you haven't pinpointed what that is, where that is, maybe you have, maybe it's the Pleiades, maybe it's not. Maybe it's a different version of Earth, maybe it's a different collective that was on the Earth, maybe you don't know what that is, but they want you to journey meditation. They want you to go within yourself, and they want you to find what that means. They want you to talk to them. They want you to travel. They want you to find what belongs to you, because they're saying that they have a little bit of a scavenger hunt for you in this lifetime, and you have been doing a great job at it without realizing it's a scavenger hunt. And so they're saying that you have more clues, more pieces of the puzzle in your pocket than you even recognize, because you didn't realize you were picking them up. You're kind of just collecting money as you passed go, is what they're saying to me. And they're saying now it's time that you like buy the property or something. So that can be literal, that can just be like a Monopoly reference. But again, travel is coming out very strongly, but this is wands, so it's spiritual. And they want you to come say hi. They're saying come say hi, but they're saying go home. So whatever that means spiritually, like spiritually, energetically for you, go home. And that can be like, I'm hearing Andromeda. They're showing me like a refraction of like crystal light. So that could be Andromeda very well. That could be Lyra. That can be somewhere that is not in our like dimensional Kabbalah, that is not in our side of space-time, for example. But you will know what resonates for you. So, that being said, what else wants to come through? They're showing me the 9 of Pentacles. I'm going to pull this because they asked me to. A 9 of Pentacles. You've needed to do a lot by yourself, but this is ending. You no longer need to worry about doing things on your own. It's important that you learned how to do this, but they're showing me 8 and 9, which is 17, but 17 is another 8. So I guess you might be seeing 8s everywhere, but 8 is also actually the symbol for Arcturus, Omega Centauri, and Omega Centauri R, which is the third density, dimension 7, 8, 9. So they're saying that through the Pleiades, they are a place that you can ground to. Oh, okay. Yes, this is what they were trying to say earlier. You can ground through the Pleiades. They're saying that they're comfortable with you, you're comfortable with them. Your soul, in some way, shape, or form, has made a sanctuary or made a home in the Pleiades at some point before. Whether you have incarnated through them, you ascended to that dimension with them, or you merely have used they keep saying Stargate, whether you have used their Stargate as a portal energetically in order to come to the incarnation that you're at wherever, in some way, shape, or form, you have already crossed paths, and you have the ability to ground yourself into the 5th dimension. So if you are traveling spiritually, externally to the 4th density, even, because Pleiades is in the 2nd, like the Earth, we're in the 1st. But they're showing me the symbol of the Arcturian, like the 3rd dimension, but the Arcturian like alchemy symbol, whereas the Pleiades is the pentagram. I always get pentagram and pentacle mixed up, but I know the difference. It's just coming out of my mouth. Okay. The 5-pointed star, but Arcturus is this infinity symbol. So they're saying that you can ground to Pleiades and then travel from there. You can travel to the infinite from the Pleiades, and you don't need to worry about grounding yourself into the Earth, because sometimes there is, like, they're saying there's a magnet, like two positive ions together, they're not going to create a covalent bond, right? If you put two negative ions together, they're not going to bond together. But they're saying that you are able to refract yourself out of the fifth dimension in order to travel elsewhere. So they want you to ground through the Pleiades in order to do some more of your spirit work. They're saying that you are not only here to help the Earth Collective, although that's a big part of why you're here, but you are here in order to help something or someone else as well, whether this is beings that have passed, or you literally physically work with another collective consciousness or another realm or even another like dimension, another density, or something that is outside of our fourth density that creates like our event horizons that create our singularity, right? So they're saying that outside of this, you have access to a lot, and they're showing me the Akashic records, like literally, I'm looking at the Akashic records right now. So they're saying that you have access to all of this, and they want you to look into crystal healing light. If you are not familiar with this, they want you to meditate on it, and they're saying that they will guide you through the way. So crystal healing light, okay? And then they're also showing me again Andromeda, so that can be helpful for you as well too. They're kind of showing me like, they're showing me a soul that's kind of bouncing from 12th dimensional Aramatena, like Lyra, down to Andromeda, down through Orion to Arcturus, down to the Pleiades, through Sirius, down to Earth. So that could be literally your soul path, or there's just something there where you are like, you're picking up on something. So they're saying whatever home means for you, go find it. Go spend some time there. Go find it energetically. You don't need to. You might know what it is, you might not know what it is, but they're saying we have a little surprise for you, so go explore, certainly. There's a lot that they want to teach you individually about yourself, about your path, and there are some things that they're saying only you can do. And that is huge. Like, to be incarnate in this realm in order to use your own particular gifts that come from beyond in some way, shape, or form. Everybody is individual, everybody has their own specific gifts, but there is something about you that is particularly important. Every single person watching this video right now, you have been bestowed with a beautiful gift that has been protected and nurtured by the Pleiadian collective, and they want you to know that they're always there with you and that they've helped. They're showing me somebody like literally holding the reins on like a horse and carriage, but they're showing me somebody like sitting behind you, holding your hands, showing you how to use the reins. And they're saying that they have done this for you, they've helped you with this, and now they're letting go and they're watching you steer by yourself. Except now they're saying this is like, they're saying it's go time, it's activation time. Now it's not, they're saying it's no longer the practice round, like you're actually playing the game now. But they are kind of laughing at the fact that they use the term playing the game because we are literally experiencing like a holographic experience where this is like the tiniest little bit of our being, like in our bodies. And they're kind of like giggling and they're like, yes, we know, like we've been there, we've ascended from there, now we exist in the fifth dimension, and that's why we are here for you, because you understand what it is like to be higher vibrational than us and lower vibrational than us, and we are the center point. So they want you to ground through their singularity, their dimension, in order to travel up and down, and it will help you to feel more well-rounded. They're also saying some of these cards also came out in the first reading. If you feel drawn towards like pile 1 or just another group here, you might want to check that out as well. This is the group that I feel like will have the most connections with other interplanetary star systems or higher collective consciousnesses than anywhere else. So yeah, if you feel drawn to another pile, please go ahead and look at it. And then also, of course, go check out Lexi's reading too, because she's going to have a lot of spiritual goodies for you that are going to help you awaken your Akashic records and just give you information that you need to know. We do have 9 coming out twice. Something about your future is very important, and they're saying versatile, they're saying important, and they're saying what was hidden is now going to be revealed. Something about your future that you've always known deep down but didn't know the path. They're saying you already walked the path, that's what they were guiding you through. Now they're like letting you free, and you're like, they're showing me like a wing with a broken bird. I'm hearing blackbird in my head. Love it. So they're showing me a bird with a broken wing. They're saying that they tended to your wing, they helped you learn how to fly again, they helped you do the practice rounds, and now they're releasing you. So now it's time for you to fly, and you have more strength than you need in order to get through the rest of your life, they're saying, the rest of your path. They're saying that you needed to fall into adversity to not be afraid to stand out, not be afraid. They're saying to levitate, to float, to stand out from the crowd. They're showing me sacred geometry, like specifically. So again, Metatron's cube, flower of life, seed of life, geometry, or like Archangel Metatron. just creation in general. If you are an energy worker, whoa, okay, that was not, sorry, I just tapped into something that was like higher up. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about it. So if you are, okay, if you're tapping into sacred geometry, they want you to see where that leads you. If you were able to tap into whatever I just tapped into just now, they want you to go explore that. If not, there's one for you to tap into. So we have, again, 8 and then 9, so numbers go, oh, we have 88, 99 coming out on top of each other, and then a 3, which is, well, it's 21, which is the number of, like, uniquity, individuality. This is ruled by Jupiter, but also Uranus, because this is the world. It's coming out of a cycle and being fully self-realized, which is Uranus, but then also bringing the subconscious to light, which is Neptune, which is Pisces. Also, they're showing me like music, they're showing me rainbows, and then again, crystal healing light. This is not something that you can really readily find online very easily, so they really want you to like learn from going within. And if there are a few other skills or hobbies that you feel like you want to learn, or that you feel randomly inclined to go pick up, they're saying that there's a reason for this, and it will help you to create tangible, like a tangible framework in order to put what spiritual knowledge you have or are receiving into. Okay. Do you want me to pull from the Starseed Oracle deck now? Love this. Okay. They're saying you might have a connection to Mintaka as well. And Mintaka and Gaia are directly, well, the being of Gaia, not just like ERs, but like the collective of Gaia. And Mintaka and Orion are very closely related, and they're in the 8th dimension along with Uranus. So you might want to check that out as well. They're really showing me like Mintaka very strongly, and Maldek as well. So you might want to check those out. Those are both collectives that have been dispatched. So there's something about definitely finding your home, and that is again the 8th. That's the 8th dimension. So you might want to, yeah, just number 8 if you see it everywhere, or maybe you have like a little infinity sign tattooed on your wrist or something, and they're like, there's a reason. They're also showing me the evil eye, okay? Not like you receiving like an evil eye, but like they're showing me the insignia for the evil eye, the protection sigil. Okay, so they're saying that they're protecting you, and that I'm literally hearing no weapons forged against you shall prosper. Star Brothers, okay, hey, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Okay, ancient Egypt, shout out. Okay, so you might be oh, okay, that's why, okay, Orion was coming out in Sirius. Okay, that's why they're showing you the path. Okay, they want you to look at sacred geometry. They want you to look at the pyramids. The pyramids have been encoded through the Vitruvian Man, which is the 3D, like the 3D insignia of the 5th dimensional like image of the pentagram. So they want you to really look at sacred geometry. They also want you to look at paths, look at ley lines, for example. Okay, and then trust, safety and trust. Trust that you're safe, trust that those around you right now are loyal, and trust that you and your loved ones are protected in the physical and spiritual realms. They're showing me here the oracles. Like if you oh my god, if you've ever seen the Never-Ending Story, there's something called the oracles, where they both there's like a star, there's like a gate or a portal, and they keep watch, and if you like are pure of heart or pure of spirit or have good intention or something, then they let you through the portal, and if not, they don't. And so they're saying that they have a security system for you and for your information that's like this too. So they're saying that no one else can tap into your Akashic records, so that's pretty cool. And very rare as well, so go you, group 2. And they're also showing me, I have some, I think they're called like Shishu dolls or something. I don't know exactly the name, but they are in a lot of different cultures. This is particularly the Japanese version, where there's like 2 lions. You put them outside of a door or a portal or a window, and there's one that's masculine with its like mouth open, and one that's feminine with its mouth closed. The masculine is active and it scares out negative energy, and the feminine is receptive and pulls in positive energy. They're also showing me like work with your portals in your house as well. Like if you have you're creating pressure. If you have yourself totally closed in, you open up a door or a window, there's release. You open up a door, there's something coming in. So use your portals in your house and direct the flow of the energy in your house. Okay. Know what doors you need to keep open and what doors you need to close. Mind, body, spirit in your physical home. Okay, so they have the blue flame. Hey, spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. Ooh, hey, I love this. Integration time. So whatever this is that they are trying to draw you towards learning more about, it's really, really, really important for your life path. There is something that you are going to do that's going to, they're saying blow your mind. They're saying blow your like tiny little human mind, but your whole entire soul knows exactly what's going on and that you have access to that too. So there's a part of you that feels super, super big and super, super small at the same time. You are integrating these two parts. And then activation, they're saying that you are, you're activating others as you walk your path. Part of your path is activating others, but look at this. They're showing another portal. Okay, so portals are really significant. You yourself are a portal. That is literally how we work. They're saying divine feminine as well. They're drawing me towards like the birth portal. So, and they're wanting me to just mention quickly the fact that the manifestation portal, the creation manifestation portal, is not the sacral chakra. It is the gold star chakra, which is between the sacral and solar plexus chakra. So they're saying don't manifest through your sacral chakra. Sexual energy is not creation energy. They are next to each other, just like the root and sacral chakra, but it's actually sandwiched in between the sacral and solar plexus. If you do energy work and work with a chakra system larger than the 7 chakras, so like, okay, 12, 22, 144 chakra system, the nadis, things like that, you'll be able to more precisely work with your own portals, okay? Your eyes are a portal. Your ears are a portal. Your mouth is a portal. Your body is a portal. You are a vessel. And the Pleiades, they want you to use them as a portal as well. Every single molecule is a portal. Some more larger, some more expansive, some more just as expansive as our understanding of space. And they want you to really, really zoom in and really, really zoom out, okay? With spontaneous awakening, they're saying that you may have been very significantly activated lately or acting upon a recent activation that you've had. You may have been taking some more spontaneous action lately, and they're saying this was not merely impulsive, this was divinely guided, and they almost, I'm hearing the word walk-in, but I'm also seeing somebody get like possessed, but not by like a demon or anything like spooky like that, but like by a light being. So if you've okay, they're showing me what they're showing me. I'm just gonna leave it there. If you like channel messages and you're not like, oh hey spirit, give me the message, you're like, channel through me, and then they're like, okay, and they like step into your body and they speak it, like or so something like that happened, and that's why you're feeling, that's why you spontaneously took a certain action. It's because like something else had the driver's seat, but it was good. It was Pleiades. They're saying that was the Pleiadians. And they're like, LOL, sorry. Like I'm seeing like LOLSRY, like in like text language. Oh, 3322. They're saying that they've mastered, okay. They're saying that they've mastered activating you. And so it's time that you activate your mastery. So that's why they were kind of doing that. They needed to give you a nudge in a particular direction. Oh, not the Pleiades card. Oh my god, the 7 star sisters. That's literally the Pleiades cluster. Like that's literally the 7 stars that make up the Pleiades cluster. Oh, and I'm hearing Subaru too, because their insignia is 6 of the 7 stars, but it is the Pleiades constellation. So that's interesting too. I'm also hearing Outback, so like shout out to, I don't know, Australia, kangaroos, koalas, oh, Aboriginals as well. Oh, also Uluru, that is the, oh, is that the solar plexus of planet Earth? Okay, so check that out. Oh, again, the portal between the sacral chakra, that is, sacral, that is in Peru, that's like Titicaca, and then the solar plexus, that is Uluru. So they want you to find like gold star chakra on planet Earth. So there could be like a geolocation that's significant for you too, if you're into astrocartography, or you just like, I don't know, puzzles, codes, stuff like that. They're like giving you the whole Da Vinci Code up in here, but they're like, they're saying that you got this. If you're still watching this, you're following along, you know what I'm saying. So that's great. Birthing creations, okay, tapestry of life and expression. They want you to, okay, they're showing me a TikTok that I posted today where literally they were like, well, my spirit guides, they were like, send this message, make it only for the people who know that this is for them without any context. And then other than that, like peace, love, bye. But the message was, speak your truth. It's time to speak a truth that you've been keeping within you. That's like something, a part of your soul, something that you've been given, something that you've been gifted, something that you are, that you've been holding on to, like your precious little pearl inside the oyster that is your being. There's something positive, something negative, and something seemingly impossible. And I'm hearing The Impossible Dream by, is it Man of La Manta, something. It's called The Impossible Dream, parentheses, quest. So listen to that song. It's like adorable and I love it. But they're saying it's time to speak up. You've been activated, and it's time that you activate others by showing people that what they've been taught is impossible through this deception that came out right in the beginning is not impossible. Something about connection. This could be like maybe you have strong telepathic connections with like every single person that you meet, and maybe these are just like people who are like, what? That exists? So they're saying that you are going to meet people who are able to level with you. Like I said earlier, they expect some sort of past life like mutual activation that goes on where you're like, oh, hey, George from Density 4, and they'll be like, oh, yo, what's up? Like, other person from Density 4, like, you remember that, like, I don't know, remember that 10th dimensional Lyra Vega meet? Cute, that was fun. You know, haven't seen you in a hot minute. How was that life over in Mintaka? And you'll be like, oh, good, bro. Like, they're saying it's like expect the unexpected, essentially. Expect full activation mirrored back at you. So that's gonna be dope. Drop your stories because we love it. Okay. Oh, Horus. They're actually showing me Ra, like the Egyptian sun god. Okay. Also, the pyramids, Rapa Nui, so many places on this planet have been aligned with the Pleiadian constellation, and they're like, haha, exactly. So you might want to look into that too. I'm hearing they're like, we know you're here. They're like, we know that you hear us. We know that you know that it's us. And now it's time to, I don't know, now it's time to, like, they're saying breach. I'm hearing security breach. Okay, so what would have been a security breach is no longer a security breach. Take that however it resonates for your path, for your own messages, for your own intuition. And they're like, it's go time. It's go time. It's activation time. And then baby steps. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Rule of thumb, literally always. And then action. So they're saying that it's time for you to receive divinely inspired action. And yeah, essentially you're polarizing your masculine and feminine energies. That is an 8. That is the infinity insignia. That is Pluto. That's transformation. But Pluto, again, that is 10th dimension. Wow, Lyra Vega. Okay, so really hitting up to the 10th dimension there, which draws me back to the world card with Jupiter as well as Pluto. And Jupiter is what? What is Jupiter? Oh, that's Sirius B, your other portal. Okay, Lyra Vega is a portal, Arcturus is a portal, Orion's a portal, Sirius B is a portal, but they're all in different densities, dimensions. So they're saying they want you to like retrace your steps in this life or in a past life or your soul's incarnations or something like this. They're saying hypnotherapy, they're saying past life regression, they're saying channel or like channeling messages, they're saying tracking patterns throughout your life, activities, feelings, numbers, tarot cards, something like this. They want you to notice the path, notice the pattern, and then they're saying the path repeats itself. So this doesn't just have to be, what did I do this week? What did I eat last week? This can be like, where has my soul been? What shape did it make? What places have I experienced? Who have I connected with? Mind, body, spirit, in whatever collective. And the Pleiadians are like, they're saying that we got you. And they're saying, again, ground through the Pleiades. Because you can ground through anywhere that has made a home for you. And they're saying that they have a home for you. So grounding doesn't just need to be through Earth, through Gaia. Gaia herself exists in the 8th, which is why we're able to connect from here to places like the Pleiades, who have existed once, well, within the Gaia collective. That's why we're able to connect with them, and we share the same source. 12th dimensional, right? Okay, so, yeah. They're showing me a lot of alchemical symbols, too, so you might be into alchemy, astrology, even, like, I don't know, chemistry, physics, cool little things like that. And then again, they're saying check your portals. They're saying that you're very protected, but make sure that you're doing your little protection rituals. And then they're drawing me back towards the 7 Star Sisters card, and they're showing me how they're all in a circle. They're all sharing one collective thought, taking collective action, acting as a collective. And they're saying that they are all around you all the time, and they're showing me that they're in a circle, you're in the middle, and they're like literally, like, you know the insignia for sun in astrology, how it's like a circle with a dot in the middle? They're saying you're the dot, and they're the circle around you protecting you. They're saying that in order for anything to get to you, they have to go through us. And that can be in a good way, that can be in a bad way, but that's why they want you to ground to the Pleiades, because they have such a like stronghold, I guess, like over your foundation in some way, spiritually or ethereally or something. And they really want you to tap into, they're saying tap into the beyond, whatever that is for you. And then again, there were some other star systems that were coming up, other collective consciousnesses that came up as well. So they want you to explore that, and they're saying that they'll show you. Like, they will walk you through it, they will show you, they will take you there, they will introduce you, they will whatever. So they really want you to spend time with them. They're like, come hang out, come hang out. And they're always all around you. So they're showing me someone rubbing their eyes and being like, whoa, like, hey guys. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then they're going to help you to create something or help you bring something to life in this incarnation that has been predetermined beforehand. So they want you to, the more time you spend with them, or the more clarity you find within your own inner world, your own sanctuary, the easier your path will become, the easier it will be for you to know what you're supposed to do, the easier it will be for you to birth your own creations. And yeah, the more you're going to, well, obviously, like, increase in expansion in your spiritual and psychic abilities, be able to manifest in all of the realms, and also be able to travel spiritually. They're saying that you have a purpose and a mission that is larger than just planet Earth. So they really want you to like spend, they're saying come back, like come back to us. So maybe you could be like a Pleiadian starseed, or you could again have just come through the Pleiadian portal, or actually very physically look for the next Pleiadian portal in the astrological transits, and you can look at the Pleiades star cluster in your chart as well. There will be more tangible empirical evidence there as well for you, but they really, this group, they really want you to go within, find the answers within. They're showing me the symbol for Uranus, which is your subconscious, it's your dreams, it's sitting in a bath meditating, that's standing by a lake, an ocean, a large body of water, and listening to what it has to say to you. Okay, going within your subconscious and bringing that to life. That's past life regression, that's death, that's subconscious, that's spirit work, that's mediumship, that is 12th dimension, that's going to source and refracting out of that. Okay, so yeah. All right, they're saying that's not all, folks. So let's see. They're showing me loyalty and trust, and they're I'm hearing yo-yo, and they're showing me like a pendulum swinging. You can ask yes or no to literally anything for a quick answer, quickly, as a side note. And then they're also saying, oh, okay, to take baby steps. We already pulled this card. This is kind of showing me the Eiffel Tower, but look, it's another portal. Portals are really, really significant. They want you to map out the portals and see which way you've been using them and which way you can be using them. They're saying don't be afraid to get creative, because your creative inspiration is divinely inspired. And they love you, and you're really beautiful and awesome and cool, and they're just really excited. I just felt this really like kind of happy, giddy energy too. Something about travel too, whether this is spiritual travel or travel on the planet Earth, because we did get 8 of Wands too. And they're saying don't be afraid. I'm hearing there's like this church song that I heard when I was really little, but it's like, do not be afraid, I am with you. I have called you each by name. Come and follow me, I will lead you home. I love you and you are mine. And I saw 414 on the recording time, which is literally guidance from angel spirits, guides, ancestors. And your ancestors, I'm like seeing ancestors like going woohoo, like sticking their thumbs up, being like woohoo, like that's good, we got them. Activated, done. Or activation complete. So it's time that now that you're fully activated, you've walked the path, you've gotten to where you need to go, it's time that you step through the portal and see what is next, see what's bigger. You're gonna love where you end up. And 444, you are always in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing. It's literally physiologically and spiritually impossible for that not to be the case. So do not worry. The Pleiades are like, they're saying that they are a very significant spirit guide for you, and that you have ability to tap into their collective, like to share a part of their collective, which is very special, very beautiful. It's not just, oh, there's a Pleiadian that's my spirit guide, or they like to guide me and nudge me. They're saying that you can tap into their collective, which means telepathy. It means downloading knowledge that's ancient. It means understanding the laws of physics and light work and energy healing and ethereality. So they're saying tap into their whole collective. They're saying like become part of their collective again. It's already part of your capability. So go for it. They're showing me somebody scrying as well in like a crystal ball or a water bottle or a water bowl or like a fire. So reading tea leaves or the bottom of your coffee cup. So they really want you to scry as well. They're showing me portals, but they're showing me eyes. So use your clairvoyancy. Maybe try to consciously strengthen it, not just see what's coming through, but like they want to show you something with your eyes. So practice scrying. They just made a little joke. They're like, wear your sunglasses because you're going to see a whole bunch of light. So I love that for you. And then they're also showing me it refracting into crystal healing light. So another reminder, again, go look into crystal healing light, but ask about it. Ask internally for it, because there's just a lot of like, there's a lot of stuff everywhere, and your intuition will literally cannot tell you the wrong thing. Right? So yeah, they're saying that you're on the right track. Keep going, keep learning, keep working, keep writing, keep whatever. If you keep a journal, they're like, oh, fuck yeah. I've literally never gotten like a swear word channeled from the Pleiades before. So if you're like writing something down, whether it's like your soul's experience, past life regression, or some sort of like automatic writing, they're like, keep it up. We love that. Like, we live for this. Okay. So if you do automatic writing, keep it up. If you don't, start. Definitely start. So automatic writing and scrying, and ask about crystal healing light. Ask your guides. They will help walk you through it. It is beautiful, amazing, and will change your whole life and your aura also. So that's cool. Oh, okay. Yeah. If your aura might be changing colors right now. If you're usually a certain color, you might notice it refracting into different things. It can relate to your mood, your vibration, the people that you're around, whether or not you're cleansed, whether you're charged, what crystals you're using. As you ascend, it can change different colors too, as your different chakra or light portal or refraction of your own light of consciousness is refracted into different things. So if you notice your aura changing, or they're saying you can like take a look at your aura, right? You know how to do this. If not, there's a blog post on it on my website. Check that out. So look at your aura and notice its color. And they're saying notice when it changes, and you can proactively change it as well. Make it bigger, make it smaller, change the color. So you don't just like have a color aura, and it's not like 7 colors in a line, and then it's depending on like, you know, those like those camera things are like close kind of, but not really. So you can energetically refract your aura into whatever you want. The closer connected you are to your consciousness spark, like fire, light, right, refracts. It's light, or refracts. You can make it a color, just like a prism. Now I'm hearing Wish You Were Here by the Pink Floyd. So they're like, the Pleiades are like, get off the reading, go meditate. We wish you were here instead of listening. So that's cool. So learn about crystal healing light, and it will change your aura, and it will change your life. And I'm hearing, and your career path as well, question mark. So yeah, they're saying there are quite a few things I want to show you, because I'm seeing day, which is like some. Okay. So there are multiple things I want to show you. This is just like a place to start. All right. So I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm, and wherever else you might simultaneously be, because get it, group 2. And I hope that this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. This was a channeled message from the Pleiades. I literally just blacked out like everything that I just said. So that was a special message from them to you. And also, oh, they said get a meteorite and perhaps a golden healer crystal. This is actually the crystal of the energy worker, which makes sense now why they wanted you to look into crystal healing light. And also this is a skull, so death and rebirth for you, baby. But it's awesome. It's huge. It's amazing. You're gonna love it. They're saying things will never be the same again, but in a like awesome way that's gonna have you super stoked. So yeah, that is all. So thank you so much for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you so much, and I'm grateful for you eternally. Don't forget to check out Lexi's reading, and namaste. Hi there, group number 3. Namaste. Sorry, thank you so much for being here today. I am giggling because I already know who this collective is. I can feel it. I'm vibing with it, and it always makes me giggle. So I'm just leaving it in the cut because I like the authenticity behind it, and this is such like a happy happy collective. So this is, should I say it or should I just go through the crystals and stuff? Okay, I'm gonna this is the Mantid collective that I'm picking up on right now. This is the collective that exists between interdimensional folds. So what can be sometimes called the grid or the veil, essentially like when you unfocus or when you see with your third eye and you kind of see the static like on an old TV screen, every single little pixel like that within our universe, those would be like a fold of another dimension, outside of our own like 1st through 12th dimensional kind of structure that we have going on. They exist within the interdimensional folds, and they're able to access like within and through and like inside the veil, not on the other side of the veil. Like they are within everything. And they're so just like happy and fun loving and just like giddy. They are master healers. The Mantids, they are so beautiful and amazing and perfect, and I just love spending time with them. So I'm so glad that they came through in this reading today. I wasn't sure if they would. I'm so grateful. Thank you to this collective. Thank you to you for watching. You chose the third group, which has to do with creating something, which is so typical for this collective as well. They are creators, they are master healers, and they love art. They love not just drawing and painting and like serious like Renaissance type art or things like this, but they really love like playful art. Like they are ingenuitive, they're innovative. And this crystal is a Celestite, which does connect you with the angelic realms. It connects you with the it's very calming, very soothing. It is also great for healing your inner child, which is something that the Mantids love. They love healing inner children and they love like helping you awaken to your own like passion, to your own love, to your own healing ability. This collective as well as this crystal are both very popular for healers, and by that I mean they help the healers that help heal others. And also with like the healers that heal healers, for example. Like this is very high vibrational, and Celestite is wonderful for anxiety, for stress, for I'm hearing trauma, as well as like headaches and things like this. It can help open up your throat chakra, but really your third eye as well. It can help you to have faith when you're lacking it, or if there's a day where perhaps the transits are making you feel a little bit heavy, or a particular event or emotion in your life that you are experiencing. Celestite is wonderful to have on you, or to place on your third eye, and it will totally help you to relieve any discomfort, any pressure. I'm gonna put this aside. They're really excited. They love this crystal. They're just telling me, they're like, oh my gosh, we love this, we're so excited. This collective is one that will like, they will wake you up out of bed and they'll be like, let's go have fun, let's go play, what are you doing, go outside, go play, let's have fun. And then they'll be like, let's go play, and then you'll be like outside running around, and then they'll be like, bring that science book, and then you'll have so much fun learning about science. Like they take everything and turn it into like fun, like a childlike wonder. I'm so interested to see what card you guys got, considering I'm getting so many messages. Oh my gosh, listening to animal guides, this makes me so happy. Okay. So with this card, listening to animal guides, there could be animals within and around you, and they like to communicate or commune with you through them. They're also letting me know that if your animals are picking up on things like around you, or some of your guides, or your animal starts barking at something in a corner, or like turns its head and you're like, is there something here? They're like, yep, it's us. Like, hey, what's up? Especially if it's not threatening or it doesn't put your animal on the defense. Now, also, it is important to remember that the Mantids are like, praying mantises do exist in our physical reality in this realm, but they are different. They are, in a sense, descendants of this collective, but they do not have the same behavior. Like the females don't like eat the males. Like these are not practices that they partake in. They are healers. They're master healers. This is a very strong and powerful collective. They have so much love within them, not just in a serious, pious way. With this collective, like it's not so serious, it's not so pious and devoted towards 12th dimensional source, because they don't live in the same realm as us. They live between the folds and have access to other things. So There are descendants of them in our realm, obviously the insects, but at the same time, there is a spiritual connection between the inner workings of the human consciousness and the action of the Mantid collective. And they really want you to listen. They're saying it's so important, whoever's watching this group 3, that you really tune into the earth. Allow yourself to ebb and flow with the transits, with the seasons, with the day. You are not meant to be at 100% all the time. And trying to do this will take away from your ability to get up and go play, or to get up and give your all in a certain area of life when you're trying to push through something that's not meant to be pushed through, that's not natural. Now, the Mantids are not reptilians. This is a common misconception that they are asking me to clarify. So they are separate. But there's also an indication here that they want you to know that some things are greater than they seem, and they live in that realm. So continue to keep an open mind and always have faith in your experience. Have faith in your intuition. And the more that you can become in tune with this and validate your own experience, they're saying the more you're going to soar, the higher you're going to ascend, the more places you'll be able to experience and travel to in this body and outside of this body. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards. They're saying, yay, they're so excited. They like, they're so adorable. They're like happy little like children that are super healed. They share a collective mind, but just like us, they are also individualized within their collective, which is not something that all different collectives share. Oh my god, the Page of Swords and the Hierophant. High level of spiritual knowledge for sure. Some are scientists, mathematicians, engineers within their realm. Others are teachers. Others are healers. Others are like playful, but they all do the same things, but they have different strong suits, as they all share the same roles and walk through the same lessons and have a collective mind. So very much like us, but they're more in tune with their collective mind. Nine of Wands and the Death Rebirth. Yeah. Because this collective exists in interdimensional folds, because they do not exist within our structure of the 12 dimensions where more common collectives exist, such as Arcturus, Pleiades, Mintaka, Sirius, Lyra, so on and so forth. They are in a lot of ways the closest to us, but in a lot of ways they're the most difficult to understand, because we are not how do I say this? We are not as open to things that exist outside of our direct stream to God or 12th dimensional energy. And it doesn't need to be God, it doesn't need to be the universe, but they're saying they live in a different universe, essentially. But they're able to access our own. They're like outside and through and within our universe, instead of actually being a physical part of it. You have 8 of Swords, the Hermit, Ace of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. Now, they really want the human collective to heal and ascend. They want every individual to find their own path. They really want, well, whoever's watching this group 3, but also the collective of the humans in general, to tap into what they know, not what they feel like they should be, not what they feel like they should be practicing, what they feel like they should be studying. They want you to go within and find your own truth and follow your heart. And put those pieces of your heart back together so that you know what the whole picture looks like. Something with the human collective that they're pointing out is that it is refracted. We are heavily individualized, and we do all share a common goal. But because we are so individual, it's like every little piece has its own goal that's meant to derive us back to the center. And then there we practice the same goal together, and that will ascend the collective. There is an indication, though, about being mistaught consciously on some sides of the equation. And because of this, there is a lack of respect for other beings on our earth, such as, well, they're saying anything that's not a mammal, first and foremost, but at the same time, even just the hierarchy that humans have created over other beings. And they're really drawing attention to this now, because they're saying that it's actually quite, they're saying it's quite ironic, actually, because this collective is responsible for I don't want to like gatekeep information, but I don't know what they want me to say. So essentially in like ancient Egypt and Mesoamerica and and even Babylon and all of these cultures where there are like rumored to be extraterrestrial like interference to create the greatness of said culture, even before our wave of the human collective, like other sentient collectives have existed on our planet. And you'll notice even in cave paintings there are drawings of mantids. They are the original healers who seeded cosmic DNA onto the earth. Our current human collective is very much interwoven with the Syrian collective, but the original cosmic seed of this DNA, this structure, did come from the Mantid collective. So they are, they're saying that they love you so very much, group number 3, and that they want you to find it in your heart to love yourself. This is adorable, this message. They're saying they want you to love yourself. They want you to stand up. I'm hearing rise against, like the band, but they mean it like literally. They want you to like rise up against anything that you know intuitively is not in alignment with you. Because the more that you do this, the more you'll inspire others to do this. And the more that others are doing this too, the more these fractal pieces of the human collective that have been consciously separated will be able to come together as one like mind, because we are one being. And just like them, they perfectly balance and appreciate the individual nature of each being, but they also share the collective mind. Whereas there are other collectives who are totally tuned into their collective mind and have washed away their individuality. We are a collective that experiences both, and we have the capacity to experience both equally. And so they really want you to focus on yourself more, because actually that self-love has been deconstructed. We have been taught not to have self-love. We've been taught not to be proud of ourselves. We've been taught to only feel shame and to humble ourselves in the sight of something greater. But no matter what greater you're talking about, or what religion or spiritual form or anything like this, there is always something greater. There always is. There's always somewhere deeper, vertically or horizontally, or between the interdimensional folds. There is always something more. And the Mantids are saying that they have had a very physical hand in weaving together our collective mind. And in a lot of ways, they are here to help us heal. But in a lot of ways, there's an energy as well of them being able to help as much as they can, but the work needs to be done by us. And that's why when they show up here, they send the individuals that are happy, and they're happy-go-lucky. They are like happy children in a way where they just like, they do pull you up out of bed and they grab your hand and they'll run you to the kitchen and they'll say, make your favorite food, go run around outside, go play, go paint, go follow your heart, go shoot that person a text. They will encourage you to live life on the edge from the most authentic, beautiful, healed inner child way possible. Because they're saying one form of mass manipulation that's happened in our collective, in history in general, is the wounding of the inner child of our collective. And that is not a birthright of ours. That is not something that is natural, that is not meant to happen. But it is so easy to, like, they're showing me like children are like sponges. It is so easy to take the childlike energy of our collective and feed it with wrongful information, with self-loathing, with energies that are uncomfortable, and that will stick. And that has been consciously placed there. The Mantid Collective, therefore, their biggest mission right now with our wave of human collective consciousness on this planet currently is to heal the inner child. It's to actually dive deep and allow you to live your wildest dreams, because they're not even really that wild. Even things that seem impossible are not. And apart from that, there is always more. You can do whatever you want with your body, on this planet, with your life, with your loved ones, and even beyond this realm, beyond your even own stream of consciousness. You have access to everything. Just like how connecting to the Mantids, typically you can find the route that your consciousness will take when you are either incarnating down from star systems down to the collective earth, or when you are meditating and you are doing journeying meditation and traveling through different places. You can find this. It's in the shape of a Kabbalah. And you'll be able to track the route. But with the Manted Collective, it is not within our Kabbalah that starts at 1 and ends with 12. It is not there. It is within and between, and it is the little specks of existence that can crack open, and each individual one holds its own universe. And because of this, they're saying that there's always deeper to go. There's always somewhere else to look. There is always freedom. There's always happiness. There's always expression. And that's why your wildest dreams aren't that wild. That's why whatever your inner child knew you wanted to do, likely you have a wound there, because that was set on purpose. And I'm not saying that like physical people like your friends and your family and all of this like consciously tried to hurt you. I'm saying that they want to make it very clear that there are other forces, other powers that answer to you, that have hurt you. And that is why they try to put you in a place of forgetting your power, of forgetting your dreams, of steering you off your path. But you're greater than this. We're all greater than this. And you have spiritual knowledge. You have spiritual abilities. They're saying that whoever's watching this does have healing abilities, whether or not you're aware of it. You may have been practicing your entire life. You may have known you were spiritual or psychic or a medium or had healing hands, for example, at a young age, and then had kind of a rift where you were taught to unlearn that or taught to ignore that. It could have been your whole life, or you might be just awakening to them now. And whoever's watching this, they are making it very clear that you do have spiritual healing abilities. And it is your ability to love, your ability to love yourself, to love others and yourself unconditionally, to step into gratitude even when it's difficult, because it is actually the easier choice. That will help you to find your 10 of Cups that already exists. It exists within you. It is in your blueprint. It's in your DNA. And they want you not to forget this, because just because you're looking at, they're saying if you're looking at a horror movie, that does not take away the bliss of your life. If you are seeing somebody with a scraped knee, that doesn't mean that your subconscious doesn't have a health blueprint downloaded into your DNA, because you do. And you have the power of your mind. You have the power of conscious awareness, of being present, of being in the moment. You have the power to explore any collective, any consciousness, any dimension that you so choose. And while the earth is a beautiful, beautiful collective, we are taught, even in the spiritual realm, to stay grounded all of the time. And that will only allow you to travel so far, unless you are stretching and spend lifetimes doing this. That's why it's so important to be both present and aware at the same time. This is the duality that helps. Being grounded is not always being present, and it is anchoring yourself to the earth. And this is beautiful, but this is also exactly why they're saying they have asked us to name their descendants after them, the praying mantis, those in which it is a matriarchy, those which help bring they bring abundance. If you put praying mantises in a garden, the garden will automatically bloom. It will rid it of parasites. It will heal all the issues of a plant. It will help things bear fruit that are having a difficult time. They are dropping hints and giving us healing modalities and healing lessons, and they are always within and around you. To me, they kind of feel like a fuzzy little, like a light and airy, like fuzzy little hug. And by airy, I really mean space. And it's like colorful twinkles. That's kind of like a little fuzzy hug. But this collective, like, they really want you to tune into nature. They want you to remember that you are an animal living on this earth, just like everything else. If you have a dog or a cat or a lizard or a bird living with you in your house, and you wonder what its experience is like, where do you go when you sleep all day? What are you thinking when you are tuning into your instincts? Because you don't have the ability to physically use human language. Wherever they're going, they're saying that there are breadcrumb trails everywhere on the planet, everywhere, in every single being for you. And that humans have their own individual set of instincts. And these are meant to nurture and actually help guide the rest of the collective, such as dogs and cats and animals, birds, lizards, through their own experience of their instincts. However, we are not taking that leadership position. We're not taking that guidance position. We're not taking that position of the guru who has the ability and the experience of these things to guide the rest of the collective through it. And that's exactly why the human collective specifically, it's so important that they love themselves, that they tune into their inner child, that they heal, because the more that you can focus on yourself, the more you'll have to give to others. But it needs to be as selfish as it is selfless, because we are all part of the same collective. And the more that we can tune into our individual nature, the more you'll find that that individual nature is a puzzle piece in one larger collective that you'll have access to. The Manted Collective is showing me very much like, they're telling me be careful with your words, so I will listen. They're showing me a science lab, essentially, and they're saying that everything has been consciously constructed through consciousness, whether or not in incarnation you're aware of it. They're saying that if you have any questions, particularly about your life path, your healing abilities, or your own place in the collective, not just the human collective, but the earth collective of our system, our universe, they are there to help with that. They want you to tune into them and ask them for help, because they are healers. This is a collective where you can tune into them, and they will, well, they can heal through the physical realms, and it's one of their favorite things to do. So if you need help healing anything, whether it is, they're saying trivial or miraculous, don't be afraid to ask, because they have the capabilities and they will show you how to do it too. We have 8, 9, 1, and then 10. You could be seeing 111, 1111, or 110 quite a bit. You are transforming your mindset. You're transforming your capability. You're transforming what you believe is possible. And that's why they wanted to come through in this reading today. I was really unsure about this, whether they were going to come through, because they do not exist in our 1 through 12 dimensions. They don't exist in our universe, technically. Although they do, they're omnipresent. But that's exactly it, they're omnipresent. But they're saying that you're breaking free of what you thought was possible once. And they're showing me Babaji. So look into Mahavatar Babaji to understand what it is, who we truly are, and what it is that we're really capable of. There is a sense of finding freedom and solace in your inner world by healing your inner child, but not by replaying things that have already happened over and over and over again, but by creating a stream of consciousness that tackles the future and goes into other dimensions and goes into other levels of consciousness, so that you're not just replaying the same tape over and over and over again. We're meant to keep rolling the tape. I saw 2222 on the recording time, which is 1111 by 2. They're saying that there is some sort of divine union, divine alchemization right now. There are a lot of souls, there are a lot of beings and souls that are in the Earth collective that are not native to the human collective, and that this has happened at this time period right now for a very particular reason. There have always been beings wandering within and through our collective, but right now there is the largest wave of extra-dimensional beings seated in the Earth collective than there has been since ancient Egypt. And this is so important, because this is going from the original destruction of our memory and DNA, soul collective consciousness, to the healing, to the stepping forward out of this large period of collective trauma we've experienced. And through this energy, you can find the truth within. If you have questions about your past life, or if you have questions about the Manted Collective or any other collective, if you have questions about who you've been before or what your mission is, if you have questions about what was ancient Egypt like, Lemuria, Atlantis, civilizations before that were wiped out, which is part of this original wound, which is why we're so upset and keep repeating the past, because we're looking for something that's been erased. But it hasn't been erased, it's within us, it's encoded in our DNA. If you have any questions at all, you can find it in yourself. And of course, the Manted Collective is there to help. They are giving a little bit of a warning, saying that if you do tap into the Mantis Collective with the intention of finding information, they will show it to you. But it will be highly expansive. It will be not just up and down, side to side, diagonal. It will be a true expansion of your entire being. And so they're saying that it's important to make sure that you are prepared and aware of this before you tap into them asking for information, because they love this. They will give you this information they're saying 10 out of 10 times they give information when information is asked, and it can be about anything at all whatsoever. They love helping us rediscover our lost past. They love helping us rediscover our past lives. They love helping us discover science and math and physics and quantum mechanics that have not been discovered again yet. These are their strong suits. These are things that they love. This particular collective loves. They love quantum mechanics. They will have an entire conversation with you, and they will ask you how you work, and you ask them how they work, and you will go back and forth and have a conversation. But that's exactly why as well. They're saying make sure that you are prepared, because they are always here for you, and they want you to heal. But you have to be willing to heal. You have to be willing to know. You have to be willing to understand, not just curious. After curiosity comes determination, and that is when you pick up the book and you read it. That is when you tap into this collective, and they will show you all that you need to know. But they're saying it is not for the weak of heart, but if you exist in the human collective, and particularly if you're watching this reading right now, you have been sanctioned as somebody who has access to this information. Everyone in the collective does, and everyone in the collective has the ability and the strength and the power and the love and the gratitude within them in order to access this. But that's so important. That's why it's so important to heal your inner child. That's why it's so important to allow yourself to ascend past anything that's happened in your physical life, because you are so much more than your body. And again, they're showing me Mahavatar Babaji, so please look into him. They are saying that if you start there, you will understand, and they'll be able to take it from there. They can guide you up until that point, but they're saying it's just a nice place to start, and they'll expand you off of that point instead of them needing to expand you up to that point, and then after. They're saying it will be faster and more enjoyable for you, more tangible as well. And they love empirical evidence. They love tangibility. So they will always encourage you to do this. They will help you. They will show you formulas that have not been discovered yet. They will show you math and science and codings and the inner workings of the universe and how it relates to a computer and how that relates to physics and how that relates to Reiki healing energy. They know. They're aware. They helped create it. And because of this, they're saying that within you is the answer, and that we as a collective are finishing a cycle, but you individually watching this, you're closing out something. And as you close out something, you'll notice that this is a domino effect. You'll notice that a lot of the collective is waking up, particularly starseeds right now, but a lot of the collective is waking up right now. And they're waking up to their emotions. They're waking up to opening up to others in the collective again, because we've been taught not to trust each other. We've been taught to avoid each other. But in reality, we are the safest space for any other one of us. And it is only that original wound which we are dealing with. And instead of hitting copy and paste on the wound, they're saying it's time. There's a larger awakening happening, that everyone is hitting copy and paste on the love, on the inner child healing, on the spiritual awakening, on the energy powers, on the true abilities of our beings, because our beings are capable of so much more than just waking up and making food and going for a walk and doing our jobs and watching TV and going to bed. Because we are able, just like every other animal on the planet, to have and tap into a stronger version of every single instinct that exists on our planet, because we are meant to guide them through it. Which is why there are humans out there with the ability to contact animals, with the ability to energy heal, with the ability to know what weather is coming, with the ability to use things such as telepathy, because these exist. All of these things exist. And we are supposed to be the leaders. We are the gurus. So this collective they're so excited, and they feel like taking a deep breath. They feel like very glad that you're listening to this message right now. And they're saying that it's because you are at a place where you have avoided the clutter, and you either have ascended, or you are ascending, or you are stepping into your ascension process. And for this reason, it's important that you continue to stand in your power, continue to stand in your love, continue to tap into your inner child, but not see it as a past. See it as an omnipresent, ever-present part of yourself right here, right now, that you will take into the future with you. They want you to remember that you are always holding your inner child's hand as you move into your future, and remember that you are also always fully in your higher self as you are moving forward. So the more that you dissociate yourself from these parts of yourself, you see your higher self as a being to be channeled, the further you will feel from it, because that is what you are manifesting. Same with your inner child. If you separate yourself from your inner child and you do not act upon your life from that perspective, from that place of wide-eyed wonder, that is not a childlike wonder. That is not naivety. That is not lack of your frontal lobe developing. That is your truest, purest form as an individual. And your highest self is your rawest, purest form as a being. And anything that is in between is karma that is meant to be cleansed. And your purest form, your highest vibration, are meant to come together and connect with the collective, the entire Earth collective. There are the crows outside my window saying hello. I'm going to pull some more cards. We have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck. They're really emphasizing for whoever's watching this, it's safe to let people into your life again. It's safe to let those new people into your life. It's safe to reopen those doors that you closed. They're saying that you are safe. You are safe and you are loved. They want to emphasize that they love you and that their collective, as well as many other collectives, and the people in your life as well, the humans, the animals, the plants, everything, it loves you. That is its default setting. You are very loved. You are safe. They're saying whatever you feel the most drawn to, run towards it full speed. And they're saying that much of your soul family is in your life or about to enter your life. And they would like you to do yourself the kindness of acknowledging them as such. Okay. Okay. So, literally, Two of Cups, King of Cups, the Devil, with Six of Wands. There's something that was always meant to be. It's omnipresent within you. It's in your blueprint. It's in your DNA. It's in your fate. Okay. And this collective is saying that not only do they love you, but there are physical, tangible people in your life that love you. And maybe your physical touch or touching your aura or just dipping their toe into your own little universe, it helps them to connect to their own. And this is so beautiful and important. This is you loving yourself is showing other people how to do the same. Just as we are a guide for the rest of our collective, you are a guide for those around and in your life. You are taking that position, and they love you for it. Now, there's a bit of hesitation, but it's only met with determination, because the Devil is ruled by Capricorn, which is Saturn. These are tough lessons. These are thinking you're obsessed with something or addicted to it, and then finding out that it's really a passion, that it's really been encoded into your DNA, that your soul is leading you towards something, your inner child is leading you towards something, and that as you cleanse what's in between, you realize that there is light and there is dark, but those only exist in a dualistic nature. Everything is beautiful, and everything is love. Even they're saying even the darkest shadows, there is a corner of love. And you're starting to re-see something that might have seemed a little bit, they're saying tumultuous, or a bit painstaking, or something difficult, but we have 66 here. It's actually something victorious, something that's leading you to your happiness. If there is a particular person, place, thing, opportunity in your life right now, if you're hesitant towards something and simultaneously feel drawn towards it, you feel hesitant about your being drawn towards it, that's how you know it's meant for you right now. So there is an opportunity for you to speak your truth and to expand yourself, and to actually instead of going within and having others dip their toe into your energy, which will allow others to experience their own really, truly, fully, there's an energy that you are going to be able to like dip your own toe into the pool, and through your own happiness, these bowls, the wreath and the base clef are really standing out to me, as well as the rainbow here. And they want you to know that if there's something that you've wanted to do since you were a child, and or something that your higher self is drawing you to, there might be a bit of like a pull and hesitation. They're saying that the more that you show up anyway, the Devil, You show up through determination, through hard work, by putting yourself out there, by not caring about your public image, but continuing to show up. That is where the abundance lies. That is where love is. Notice the devil fell over the Ace of Cups. This is trying to talk yourself out of something that's meant for you, or trying to conceal love. But there's no reason to conceal love. If anything shouldn't be concealed, it is love. Love, gratitude, self-appreciation and acceptance, knowledge of your power. And then that's where the Celestite is coming in again too. I'm going to pull from the Starseed Oracle now. Oh, look at your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Okay, the Mantis Collective is coming through to say that you are a very strong manifester, but they want to help you manifest even more. They want you to get even more creative. They're saying that you have a creative side to you that, regardless of whether you even have a creative profession, there is some creative side of you that has yet to be unlocked. And they want to walk you through it, guide you through it. If there's a book or an album or a song or like a drawing, painting that you feel really drawn to, they're saying there will be clues in there for you. Now look, you have star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper, and here's Egypt. Okay, we already talked about this. And empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Yeah. Notice that she's looking in a mirror. Mirrors are known to be portals. Always, please don't keep one across from your bed or like next to your bed on the side or anything like that. But also with empathic starseed, they want you to look in a mirror and ask them to help you see through yourself. And they're saying that you will be absolutely appalled at what you find. They will show you whatever your journey is. They would like you to ask them for help in this. They will show you perhaps your past faces. They will show you your past auras. They'll show you your past experiences. They'll show you your past loved ones. Mirrors are a very truly sacred portal, and they would like you to use them as such. Don't ever feel like you need to follow somebody else's footsteps to get to where you're meant to be, because you're not them. And don't ever feel like you need to absorb somebody else's anything. If somebody is if there's somebody that makes you uncomfortable and they continue to show up in your life, you don't need to absorb their energy out of obligation. See yourself as a beautiful, gifted, talented soul who remembers what they can do and is remembering more of it, and you have all of the control and power over it that you could ever possibly want. Like, you have all of the power as to what you do or do not absorb, when you're absorbing, when you're electrifying. So you have the ability to choose what you embody, and that is the greatest lesson right there. And then again with star ancestors, they're really drawing me to portals again. So you might find portals. You might have a favorite oracle. They are showing the Orion's belt here. You could have a connection to Orion. They want you to love yourself. They want you to love yourself all the time. We are all the same being. We all have the same capacities. We are all individual and different. Yes, you are unique, but you are not different. Don't put anything above yourself, because that creates that separation we were talking about earlier, like the separation between your inner child and your higher self. It's the same being. The only thing that's in the middle there is lack of memory and karma and wounds. But it's not even really wounds. It's just seen as a wound because of lack of memory as to why. And the more that you reattain this memory, which I'm getting a lot of you probably still retain in your DNA, the more you fall into self-love, and the more that you will uncover the truths that have been spoon-fed to us. And I'm hearing a phrase that I recently heard. It's if you weren't taught how to love off of a silver spoon, you learned how to lick it off of a knife. So the Mantis Collective really wants you to celebrate yourself. They want you to celebrate little things, big things. They want you to do all your favorite things. They want you to tap into your inner child, and they want you to I'm seeing somebody like throwing glitter everywhere, like living in like a bunch of sparkles. They really want you to enjoy your life, because you are not in this body that often. So you don't need to follow any blueprint that's not your own. Because the more you are able to be yourself, the more you'll be able to tune into the collective. And apart from this, you have the ability to tap into anything, anywhere, all the time. And everything is so much bigger than we give it credit for, really, truly. And they want you to think about your strongest, they want you to look again. Think about your think about what you were like raised to believe, or think about what you were taught, what's been imprinted onto you, and they want you to look at it again. They want you to see it from a different perspective, because there's always more. There's always bigger, greater, better, more amazing. And I think that's why they wanted to come through today, because they wanted to show you, like, I don't know, people don't really talk about the mantids too much, even though they are always around us. And they're not necessarily the most common form of starseeds, but they are also the master healers, the original master healers that were teachers for who we now consider to be master healers. But they don't get talked about a lot, just like many of the, they're saying just like many of the civilizations that we have quote unquote forgotten in our own collective. And that's why they wanted to come through, because they wanted you to think again. They wanted you to see possibility. They wanted you to find your self-love and tap into your inner child and become inspired, because you're alive, because you're breathing, because you do exist many, many, many places at once, not just here. And the more that you access that, the more love you'll have for yourself, the more powerful you'll feel, the more awareness and understanding and memory you will retain, and the more you'll be able to tap into your own healing abilities, and this will create a domino effect that's positive. They're saying again, crystal child. So, and they do have a bit of a hand in this phenomenon as well. So, if you do resonate with that, I guess this is your confirmation. They're saying the masculine of our collective has arisen, and the feminine has opened to receiving. So now there's a re-alchemization that is happening within our collective as a whole. That's all I have for you today, group number 3. This was your channeled message from the Mantid Collective. I expected none of that. And I'm so glad that it came out. I'm so glad that they were able to share with us today. I really hope that this helped shed love, light, and clarity on your situation. I love you with my whole entire heart, and I'm so grateful that you are here. I love you so much, and I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day, week, month, year, and incarnation in this beautiful realm. Please don't forget to check out Lexi's reading as well. And yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it helps out my channel a lot. And again, I'm grateful for you. So namaste. Hi there, group 4. Namaste, and thank you so much for being here with me today. If you selected the 4th group, then this is your reading about which collective beyond Earth has a message for you. And you selected these chips of Moldavite, with Moldavite, if you know, you know. This is usually something that will flip things around for the highest intention of you and the collective, but in like the strongest way possible. So this will shake things up. Moldavite is known for helping you to connect with your star ancestry. It's known for helping you to connect with your intuition, with your higher self. It is a heart-opening crystal, but at the same time, this is highly extraterrestrial. Moldavite is formed when a meteorite hits Earth, and it's kind of formed the same way as obsidian, when two things collide and it creates something new. So that's essentially what Moldavite does, but Moldavite will deconstruct whatever has come together to create something that doesn't serve your highest good. So it will almost take it's like a reverse Big Bang type of energy. It will totally throw you for a loop. They're showing me literally the rings around a planet, like Saturn or Uranus or Neptune, for example. This immediately draws me to astrology, but at the same time, there's like this awareness that there's something that is greater to unfold. It's like how we have astronomy and we also have astrology, and they're seen as separate, but we know they're not. There's an energy here of putting yin together with the yang and seeing the piece of each within each other in order to see the bigger picture. So the collective that I'm actually channeling right now, I do want to see your card, but I know exactly who it is already, which is interesting. This is the Andromedans that's coming through here. With many of these piles, I've meditated beforehand and tuned in with whatever collective wanted to come through and was like, okay, we're preparing you for the reading. But then when I sit down to do the reading, it's totally a different collective that comes through. And this happened again with this reading. So it's actually kind of funny that with the Moldavite, you got the deconstruction of two things going together. I was actually channeled down to Andromeda by Lyra today for this reading. So your card is the extraterrestrial downloads card. If you've been watching or drawn to any of the other piles, you'll notice that a lot of the cards are like super just synchronistic with what came through. But with Andromeda coming through with extraterrestrial downloads and kind of already that nod to astrology, there is so much information that wants to come through. This is seeing the spiritual side to things that are tangible. This is seeing astrology through astronomy. This is seeing the message through the tarot cards. This is seeing the seeing things from a higher purpose. And of course they're showing me this beautiful hematite because it's all sparkly, and this literally kind of looks like Andromeda, which I love. Andromeda is also represented by the sign or the sigil that looks like the top of the Pluto sign. So it is very much, well, it's connected to Neptune first and foremost, but it's also connected to Pluto. There's an emphasis on death and rebirth, the subconscious of the human collective, and the transformation that we are creating. Andromeda is very much an artistic leader. Andromedans are super talented artists. They're also great at occult things. Like Andromedan starseeds, for example, are usually ones who can look at an astrology wheel and already have the information downloaded into them before they ever learn anything about astrology. The same thing for painting or drawing or music even. Now Andromeda and Lyra are connected as they share the same kind of gateway down towards our collective, but they're both highly artistic, so they share things like this in common. But with the downloads, Andromeda is more responsible for the downloading of information from the subconscious to the conscious mind of our collective, whereas Lyra is more so like a release, like an ethereal sanctuary that is highly expansive. Andromeda likes to download, whereas Lyra expands. And I feel called to talk about this. Andromeda is in the 3rd density within the 9th dimension, whereas Lyra is in the 4th density. So they are connected, but the two are not the same. Andromeda has a little bit more access to our collective. And with extraterrestrial downloads coming out, they're saying that they really want you to tune into them individually, group 4. They want to get to know you personally. They're saying, I'm hearing welcome back. So a few of you might resonate with being Andromedan starseeds. A few of you might just be really excited to tap into this. Now they're showing me again like a soul's path. So you may have, like I said, be an Andromedan starseed, or you may have been a starseed from elsewhere that has passed through Andromeda some time in your journey, which there are so many different types of starseeds, and whether or not you resonate with that, Andromeda will still have a message for you. So at the very least, take a little bit of time when you feel called or able and tune in with them a little bit, because they want to get to know you on a personal human level, they're saying. How sweet. I love this. So I'm going to get into your tarot cards now, and please Andromeda come through. Ooh, I saw Star with the Hermit immediately, so they want to help you bring something into fruition. They want to help you manifest and build something. They are saying that they've had a very strong hand in helping you individually release what doesn't serve you and walk towards your passion, your purpose. Now Andromeda loves, they love passion. I'm hearing Passion Fruit by Drake, actually, so there might be songs or signs in that song for you a little bit. And I'm feeling a bit of tension in my psoas, and this is the muscle that holds your soul's blueprint. So there's an indication too that there is more to your own journey individually that they want to help you unlock. The Devil with the Ace of Cups here, there's an indication here that there's something that you know and are keeping from yourself, or there's something that you know and are keeping from others. This doesn't need to be, they're saying this isn't consciously or malefic in any way, but it's that you are creating something, and I'm hearing there's a shadow of doubt, and they don't want there to be a shadow of doubt. They want you to tune into tune into the color, tune into the ethereality, the creation, the passion. And I'm hearing your secret is safe with me. I don't know who that's for, but I'm hearing that, so if it resonates. Let's see. Oh yeah, so they want to learn about you as much as you want to learn about them. And this is actually quite interesting because they want to help you to liberate yourself, which I think is why they were coming in through the Lyrans for me, because they want to help you liberate something. They want to help you ascend past where even they are. You have the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. Look at those consecutive numbers. Ooh, the 7 of Pentacles and 8 of Swords, but they were like, we didn't want you to take that one, and it came out all bent, which is weird. So I'll take another one in its place, but whoop, oh, hey, okay. The 9 of Swords, okay. So this is because you are past the 8 of Swords. You no longer feel trapped about something, but you are still perhaps like stressing over it, or you're feeling it still, but it's not, you're no longer trapped by something, but you're just aware of it. So you're releasing something. I'm going to put this card back because we did get kind of a similar energy. Oh, just kidding. They don't want me to. But I'm noticing we have 8, 9, and 8, 9, and we're going back to 7 right in the middle here. They're saying that there's a cycle that you have broken, but it's habitual for you to continue repeating it. So now you're in this place where you are a little bit unsure of your next step. There is communication. That's why they want you to tap into them, because they will literally show you your next step, and they're really excited about this. They're saying you're further along in a particular area of life than you think, and we have the 9 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles, which is kind of interesting because these two energies of forward movement and what you've done in the past to get to your forward movement are a little bit synchronistic here, because the 7 of Pentacles indicates building a foundation, kind of planting a seed, watering it, turns into a sapling, watching it grow, nurturing it along the way, and 9 of Pentacles is kind of harvesting the fruit, but it's also tending to the plants and everything. They're both caretaking, but they're in different manifestations of that energy, and they want to draw attention. They want to draw attention to this. They're saying that there's something that you are nurturing or have been nurturing, and this has been creating some sort of cycle. They're saying that there's a light and a dark to this, but they're saying that this is normal, this is natural, and they want you to see, yes, the light, but they want you to see through the light. They want you to see all the different colors. They want you to, they're showing me the chakras, the actual physical chakras within your body, but they want you to take a look at whatever this is resonating with for you and see the chakras of this, to see the manifestation of the chakras through whatever this is that you're nurturing. Because you might be surprised to notice that as you look back, everything will follow the same blueprint. There will be something in your project or your relationship or your experience or however this resonates for you that has to do with the root chakra and the sacral chakra and the solar plexus and so on and so forth. And they want to, of course, always draw you to, they're saying the heart and the crown. They're saying that these are the two that they want you to identify. As you look at this, you'll notice, because we do have 7 here. There's 7, which would resonate with the crown chakra, and then we have 8 and 9, the soul star chakra and the divine gateway chakra. These are very kind of important because this resonates too with beyond the physical realm. So whatever it is that you're doing, there is a higher purpose. You are being guided by the Andromedans as well as perhaps other collectives. There is a big part of they're saying a past life or parallel life version of yourself that has been taking the wheel a little bit. So there are areas that have either yet been unseen or are causing your physical incarnation a bit of stress. I'm also hearing destruction or perhaps a little bit of anxiety, sleepless nights. You might be having a hard time tracking your dreams, understanding your dreams, or even just writing them down. The parallelism, I guess, between the 8 and the 9 here is saying that you are transforming what it means to be free. But in order to do this, you have to harvest the fruits that are ready. But at the same time, you have to go into those dark shadows and transmute them. They're saying that you've done a phenomenal job at this, but they want you to continue going. They want you to continue working on your light. They're saying that if your energy is feeling a little bit pressed or squeezed right now, there's a reason for this. It's because they are actually coming through to help you fine-tune your energy so that you are directing your energy in the correct place. You might be feeling like you definitely need more rest than usual. You might be feeling like you're hearing from others more than usual, or like you have opportunities, 8 of Wands, say, to travel or to speak with people, Nine of Pentacles, to enjoy your harvest, but at the same time, a little bit more time to process difficult emotions, traumatic experiences, things in past lives of yours that might have been difficult. And they're saying you may have been experiencing things that you've already cleansed out of your system, but they're coming back around because they're trying to re-show you something. They're trying to show you how far you've come, but they're also trying to show you the next step to take, because they're saying that the past repeats itself, but it can repeat itself through refraction of light or through refraction of shadow. Although shadow doesn't typically refract, but it's impacted, or it impacts onto itself. So as this happens, they want you to allow the space to vacuum itself until it explodes, until it, I guess, spontaneously combusts. And they want you to continue to tap into the light, tap into the creativity. There's so much color. Andromeda is known for being like colorful and sparkly and artistic. And they want you to allow yourself to transform in the way that is most natural for you. And you'll notice that in a lot of ways, they're saying there is a prominent past life of yours that you are in touch with, or a prominent, this can be any incarnation of yours that you are very much in touch with, in tune with, that leads the way a lot of the time. They're saying that you might anchor into this in order to help you take the next step, reframe your mind, heal things, that sometimes you tap into this because it has walked your path already and knows exactly what to do. You're saying that for a lot of your life, you are on autopilot, and it is not out of lack of willpower, free will, or conscious co-creation, but it is only because this is because you're meant for something more, you're meant for something bigger. And the Andromedans are like, I'm seeing somebody going like this, like getting excited, like riling themselves up, because they are waiting to give you a push that you need in order to take you into the next phase, next level of your life. They're saying that you needed to go over something that you learned already in a past life so that you could fully remember the reason why they're saying closed out that past life and stepped into this one. There is a, not a disconnect, but perhaps a lack of memory as to why, pile 4, you, they're saying transferred yourself from that life to this life. Now, whether that resonates for you as, like seeding yourself onto planet Earth, or whether it resonates for you as incarnating from your last life to this life in any way, shape, or form on the Earth, outside of this collective or anything like this, they want you to remain confident in your sense of self and know that you are not a different being from that version of you that you tap into. You're barely even a different being from anyone else in the collective, or even any other collective that you may have been a part of in the past. Andromeda wants you to, this is cute, they want you to color. They want you to color inside the lines, and they want you to color outside the lines. They want you to be a little bit more lighthearted. They want you to care a little bit less what people think. There's an indication that you can tap into your sacral chakra and your heart chakra a little bit more than you are. They're saying that you're very, very, very path-oriented. You might feel a very strong sense of mission in your life, and they want you to go back to the fact that you have a choice. You made the choice to come here to do what you're doing, but at the same time, enjoy it along the way. They want you to feel your way through things. Andromeda, particularly Andromeda and starseeds, they are very, very strong clairsentients, also known sometimes as empaths. You might be able to very easily see or figure out timelines. You might be able to very easily pick up on the energies of other people or of other things in general, but they want you to explore this passionately a little bit more. Tap into, they're showing me a painting, they're showing me a palm tree, they're showing me a vehicle, they're showing me the sand, the earth on the ground. They want you to tap in clairsentiently to things. This is interesting. They're saying ask Gaia how she's doing. Ask your car how it's doing. Ask, and you'll be able to feel. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, they're saying I can put these away now because they're saying there's a stress that's an illusion. It's elusive stress, but you're aware of this. There's the 5 of Swords again. It's like you have the liberation within you, but you are still shedding an energy because it seems to continue to magnetize back towards you after you shed it. And so there's this shed magnet energy. And so they want you to tap into the reason or the energy as to why. They want you to find the why, and they're saying that it can be found all over this life, but you'll see it by tapping into them or another one of your lives. So they're highly suggesting some past life regression here. They're also representing, or they're also indicating to go into, they're saying death with the crow here. I normally don't get death with the crows, although it is a significant like meaning of the crow sometimes, but 5 leads me to children, inner child, and crow leads me to death. So they're saying if you have a fear of death, maybe you've had a near-death experience, maybe there's somebody who was very close to you when you were a child who died, they want you to tap into that. And they're saying that the answer, you will see the answer all over your life. Once you tap into it the first time, you'll be able to like press this energy off of you once and for all. Temperance. They're saying that you've done a beautiful, beautiful job in this lifetime, and that they've been there guiding you through their own, in their own way, in their own beings, but also with your own guardian angels. They're actually saying that they've been working with your ancestors very strongly in times where they may not have been able to connect with you. This is so beautiful. I love seeing this. And 7 of Wands. They're saying, again, they're saying you've done a phenomenal job, and they love your inside. They love your inner worlds. They love who you are when you meditate, when you tap into your highest self. The person that you're growing into, they're saying it's absolutely beautiful, and they're saying it's so becoming. It's so, they're saying you're glowing and it looks so good on you. They're saying that your spiritual nature looks so good on you. Your ability to tap in to things around you and within you looks good on you. And look, she put herself in this little bubble because her sense of self is electrifying. So it doesn't matter what's within and around her. These wands cannot permeate her bubble. So once you've pressed this energy out, they're saying that you are currently in the middle of the process of doing this. And once you have come to a completed cycle, once you have mastered your inner world, they're saying that you are like 9/10 of the way there. Once you have completed your inner world and seen everything that there is to see within you, you will never see the world the same way again. But there's a very particular reason why you have been, they're saying, seeing a particular thing, seeing something a particular way, or associating something as positive or negative for a prolonged amount of time. And they're showing me a recurring nightmare that I used to have my entire life until I unlocked it through a past life regression as an experience in a past life. And every now and then I'll still have like visions of it. So if there's something like this that you resonate with, they want you to tap into this. They're saying look again, look a little bit deeper, or see the love. Like, for example, for me personally, this is a nightmare, or it used to be a nightmare. It used to scare me so much when I was little. But they want you to like look through it and see the love in it, which is difficult. But they're saying that this will unlock further sight. Okay. Okay, they want me to look at the numbers again, but as planets, which is interesting. So we have, again, Uranus and we have Neptune. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we have Uranus and Jupiter. Okay, and then we have Venus and the Sun. So they want you to, I'm hearing between the Moon and Sun, they want you to find that version of you that is between the light and the dark. That full embodiment of everything. And they're saying that you're doing a phenomenal job at balancing out, and they're here to help you. Andromeda is saying that they are light beings, but they have also mastered the shadow. They're saying that you would be surprised if you saw the alchemization of their shadow, and that they are very much tuned in with Pluto. So you do have Pluto. It's interesting that I said Uranus and Neptune when these are clearly Pluto and Jupiter. So there might be some sort of correlation with that in there for you. Like you might have like Uranus in the 8th house, or like you might have Jupiter in Scorpio or something like this. They want you to look at the synchronicities between Pluto and Uranus, as well as Jupiter and Neptune, specifically in your own chart. The reason for this is because there's something that you are meant to create. There's the number 2 between the 7 and 14 here. There's something that you're meant to create and bring to a change. They're saying be the change. So there's a change that you feel called to bring to the collective, and you might see the ability, you might not know the way, you might, but they are saying that they very much have been guiding you to the steps, through the steps that you need to take, and that they're going to continue to do so. So never to worry. But at the same time, they want you to continue putting one foot in front of the other. And with temperance, they're saying that there is, they're showing me somebody doing a seance. So if you are connecting with your ancestors, if you are a medium, if you connect with the spiritual realms, oh, there's the crow again. Hi, baby. If you're connecting with, they're saying the fates. So that can be significant for you as well. Triple moon goddess, Lilith even, but primarily the fates. They want you to connect here, and they want you to see how the darkness has light and the light has darkness. Because once you can transcend and transmute yourself, your own energy through this, you'll be able to have a clear picture of the next step. The Andromedan Collective is saying that they're going to bless you very soon with something very tangible, very huge, and they're saying something that has the potential to literally change your life as you know it. They are showing me a pentagram or a 5-pointed star, and they're saying that if you tune in with your physical body, you'll be able to find another blueprint that will help you to navigate this blessing. This blessing is going to come seemingly out of nowhere, and it's going to be very expansive. It's going to be very big. And that's why they want you to tap into your sacral and your heart chakras. And that's also why the 7 of Pentacles came in the middle here. They want you to recognize that everything does happen for a reason. And anywhere that there is the illusion of lack of abundance, the truth is that there is always something deeper. There's always something greater. That you must experience uncomfortable energy in order for you to experience comfortable energy. Because duality exists. And whatever area of life you are feeling unsure about, you will be able to grow into clarity, into surety by exploring that. So they're saying not to neglect it, but to dive into it, because that will be what leads you to and through your blessing. They're saying that they're showing me literally like dropping something at the perfect time. Like they're showing me a parachute. They're actually showing me like in Hannah Montana, the episode where like Jake Ryan is like, I got you chocolates, and there's like a little chocolate that comes down on a parachute. I don't know why that image came through. But they're saying that they're going to like drop something down to you, and it's going to be a big blessing. And they want you to acknowledge and appreciate this, but first and foremost, they want you to know that you deserve it. Know that you are not alone. Temperance is like the quintessential guardian angel card, and there is almost, if you look, there's like the Philosopher's Stone on his chest, so you might want to look into that. But they're saying that everything is connected. They're saying that something that looks like a circle can also be a triangle, something that looks like a triangle can also be a square, something that looks light can actually be dark, and something that looks dark can actually be light. So they're showing me these other cards that fell out, so I'm going to take a look at them. They're saying if there's something, here's the missing 2, by the way. They're saying if there's something that you're unsure about where your heart lies, this is because there's an energy that's trying to get you to, there's an energy that wants you to walk away from something that you don't feel is right. There's something that is going on and you're like, this doesn't resonate with my internal world. This isn't resonating with my intuition. And they're saying this is an illusion. They want you to continue holding on and moving forward, because they're saying it's always darkest before the dawn. Right before you're about to experience a large blessing is kind of when the shadows come out to play, and they try to get you to take a left turn. So they want you to continue to, they want you to confront this. They want you to confront the darkness, but they don't want you to embody it. They don't want you to embrace it. They want you to rise above and to show it your light, is what they're saying. And we have 15 and 10, which is a 6 and a 10, 61. You could be seeing 6161, 1616, or even 666. You could be seeing quite a bit. This is actually very significant because 666 is a number of manifesting love and drawing this unconditional love and gratitude into the physical realm and speaking about it, communicating it, allowing that to be your mindset, unconditional love. But the block of the manifestation of that energy is fear, and that is exactly where there's a light and shadow aspect of the number. That's why it is associated the most as like the devil's number, for example, but it's actually not just an angel number, but the number of God, the number of source, the universe, of light. And that's why. So you have 2, 1, 1, 5, 1, 0. Okay, so Now you could be seeing 21, 21, or 33. This is an indication, or 21, 12 also. This is an indication that there are changes coming to your life, something that is meant uniquely for you, not for anybody else. There's a blessing that is coming your way because you have done the work. They're saying that you've done the inner work, you have leaned into your individuality, you have closed out some certain cycles, and then this is where Neptune is coming in. This is where Saturn is coming in as well. They're saying Jupiter will give you something large that will happen very quickly. This will be a blessing, but Saturn will come through and aspect this in order to allow it to sustain, allow it to stay, allow it to grow, like the Seven of Pentacles here. And so that's exactly where this devil energy is trying to maneuver its way in, but they're almost laughing at it. They're saying that this is cute, this is adorable, and this was also meant to be. And this is where they want you to tap into that energy that you see, you feel, you know, something that has been recurrent, because they're saying that this is the moment that was always meant to happen. This is the reason why you've been experiencing maybe downloads or having visions or something. If there's whatever has been recurrent spiritually throughout your entire life, they want you to tap into this, because they're saying that shadow is your portal to the light. Now they're saying they're laughing and they're like, Colleen, don't forget to tell them that they are a light being, like they're not a shadow. And that's beautiful. So I'm gonna channel some more messages from Andromeda for you now. They're saying that things are not always as they seem, and they're saying not to gloss over something. If there's something that you haven't been paying attention to, or something that you have been pushing aside or waiting for it to be taken care of on your behalf, they're saying don't gloss over it. They want you to stare it right in the face, because this will, they're showing me like okay, this is really morbid, so just a little trigger warning, but they're showing me like a crow, like pecking out somebody's eyes. This is so weird. Like I always get, like, crows are like my besties, but they're showing me like the crow symbolizing death. But it's actually very interesting because the crow also symbolizes like the fates, the being of the fates. And so they want you to take a look at that duality there. It's like the fate of death, but what's beyond that? If there is like, they keep bringing up like the actual death, like actual like the passing over of the other side, and they're saying that if you tap into this, perhaps old deaths of other lives of yours, or past, present, or future, I guess parallel as well, you'll be able to see the in-between, and that's where they want you to go. They want you to go into the in-between. You might see loved ones of yours from this life or other lives. If you are already a medium, they're saying this will increase your abilities. If you're not a medium, they're saying to hold on, because this will open this up for you. But they're saying that this was always meant to be. And they're showing me again a 5-pointed star. They're showing me a 5-pointed star and a 6-pointed star. So they're saying that it's the connection between the human experience and what is through and beyond the veil. They want you to see the in-between. They want you to go through the veil and see what's going on. They are going to send you a message or show you a sense of direction, and they want you to take action on it very quickly, and this is going to lead you towards a desire that you have very deeply. Likely there's a choice you've been going back and forth about, or something that you are quite unsure about, but you know intuitively what the truth is. They want you to really experience that in-between energy in the veil in order for you to transcend any lack of clarity or needing to like make a decision. They want you to go in between the two extreme points to find that balancing center. They're saying if there's a little bit of a fear of this, or if there's a bit of hesitation or uncertainty, once you get there, you're going to go, oh, okay. So they're saying, expect yourself to be pleasantly surprised. And there will be communication. They're saying literally telepathy. And they're showing me like, they're showing me somebody like in spirit, like whispering something in your ear and then kissing you on your third eye. So there could be something like this that's literally going on. I know that is a popular manifestation technique right now, so don't say I didn't warn you, but I'm saying that something or someone is going to come through with a message spiritually that's going to ground in the 3D. Okay, and they want you to know that, they're saying they want you to know that this was difficult for them. So however that resonates for you. We do have bats and crows, and yeah, bats and crows, which are a symbolism of death and rebirth. And I'm also noticing he's wearing the crow's feathers, like as kind of shoulder pads here. on the King of Swords. So expect something to come through. That the Andromedans are saying this is a part of your blessing, but this is like the icing on the cake. This isn't a blessing, but they're saying that there will be something relating to however this resonates for you. Maybe you know already who and what this is, maybe you don't. But they're saying that this will come before. Oh, the spiritual side? No, okay. They're saying it'll be different for everybody, but this will come before and then after the blessing. It will sandwich the blessing, so you'll be able to see it. Hello, a seagull almost just like ran into my window. So seagulls, you might want to look into seagulls as a significant sign, or something could be drawing you to the water element, drawing you west, connecting air and water together. And I'm seeing like the opening credits for Avatar: The Last Airbender. So they want you to tune in with air and water. They're saying that, oh, okay. Andromeda is a very common, okay, so they're drawing my attention to the amount of Andromeda starseeds that are currently here in the human collective. And they're saying that there are a lot, but those who speak about it are very few. Whereas there are other collectives that have seeded souls here that are meant to speak about it more. So they're saying it's about to be your time to speak if you resonate with this, or whatever you resonate with that is a little bit not commonplace. They're saying it's almost your time to speak about it, but they're also thanking you for keeping something close to your chest and receiving the information at the same time. They're also noticing that you've been doing a phenomenal job at protecting yourself, your energy, your loved ones, and them. I don't know if you're doing something to help protect any collective at all, whether it's the human collective, the Earth collective, the Andromedan collective, Lyron, Orion, Sirius, even Mintaka is coming to mind as well. Lemuria, Atlantis. Of course, time and space are elusive and subjective. So they're saying if you are doing anything, like if you are channeling, for example, energy from source and directing it towards the healing of Lemuria or towards Atlantis or towards Andromeda, this is such they're saying that they feel it and they're thanking you. You could be doing this for the planet Earth, obviously, as well, or the human collective. In some way, shape, or form, they're saying that you are you're channeling energy and putting it somewhere that needs it, somewhere that many people wouldn't think to put it. And it's making a world of a difference. And others may not see it, but they do. So they're coming through to give you this specific message, and they're saying thank you. You're not alone. And they're also showing me an Ankh. So you're shaking something up, and you are transforming it, directly transforming it. I'm going to pull the Starseed Oracle now. Andromeda is saying thank you, and they're showing me a mermaid. And definitely check out Lexi's reading as well, for sure. And they just showed me 12:12 on the recording time. Okay, so this is 12:12 is a 33. It's mirroring completion of cycles, but it's also coming into your mastery of a particular subject or topic. They're showing me again Mintaka, and they're showing me again Atlantis. So if you resonate with, like, I don't know, the Mermaid Collective, Mintaka, Atlantis, the Little Mermaid, or something like this, they're like, you know why, I guess. You know why. And they want you to tune in and find your individuality through this, or they want you to tune in and let yourself shine. And they're saying that is a key, or that's a portal. Or if you're connected with water, if you've ever been, if you feel like you've been incarnated before as, in any of the things I just mentioned, anything that has to do with water, essentially. Even Sirius B, it's a water planet. You have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites and extremes of life. What do we talk about? Finding that polarization. You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Okay, I know this, like, if you resonate with being a starseed or just incarnating as, if you remember an incarnation where it is something other than what we see with our tangible eyes in a very grounded, tactical, rational sense in the physical realm that the majority of society does not necessarily like to confirm or validate, you are literally not alone. You are not alone. In fact, you are connecting, I think, with more that resonate with you than you think. And they're showing me this portal, but it actually literally looks like a Stargate. So if you like Stargate, same, love it. But at the same time, if you you might want to look into that, like the movie or the series, and just kind of see if there's something there that's like a little thread for you to tug on. Isolation, physical connection, and community, okay? Star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. They're saying you are you, who you are, where you are, when you are, for a very particular reason. Andromeda really wants you to know that, I'm hearing this song, what is it? I tried so hard to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I'm not 100% sure of, like, all the words of that song, but that's what they're showing me. But they're saying that all happens for a reason, and they're really emphasizing not alone. You are not alone. And so there is, physical connection. They're saying that there is a connection that you have in the physical realm that makes little to no sense to you, or there's like a spiritual connection and lack of physical connection, or the other way around. But it sticks out like a sore thumb is what they're saying. But they're also showing me like a green thumb. They're saying that there is abundance and growth and fruition here. It's just that how do I say this? What's coming through? They're showing me an eagle. They're saying that there's a higher perspective. Okay. They're saying that there's a higher perspective to this, and that once you tap in to what you're meant to tap into, all will be unveiled, all will be revealed to you. And they're saying that there is one more step of your ascension process that they would be, they're saying it would be an honor and a privilege to walk you through this awakening and ascension of your life, for it has always been meant to happen. You planned it together for your incarnation now, and they're saying the time is now for this. And they're showing me somebody adorning like a crescent moon on someone's third eye. Like the top of Pluto, like with the crescent moon facing up with the dot upside, like in the middle. And they're showing me, like, they're saying the ascension of your third eye, which is crazy because when you open up your third eye, it's a lot, no matter how many times in your life you've done it. But they're showing me, like, how every chakra turns into golden healing light as you ascend and you turn into your highest dimensional consciousness, whether or not you are seated on earth or not. And they're showing me the third eye ascending, reaching its fullest potential, and turning from indigo into golden light permanently. And so this is, they're saying, a part of your life that they have been waiting for a very long time, something that you've seen coming. And perhaps if you see a flash of light, or if there's a part of your life or a memory or a dream that you tune into, something like this, a particular timeline or memory where you look through your third eye and you just see a flash of light, nothing more, they're saying that it's this time in your life. They're saying you're stepping into this. And if you imagine a golden, like, big flash of light, they want you to walk through that portal. They want you to see what is on the other side, because you're going to absolutely love it, and you're going to feel a deep sense of, they're saying, reunion and peace and solace. They're saying that there are many people that are, if they're not already coming to you, they will. And in some way, shape, or form, it's going to be because you stand out from the crowd. But again, you are not alone in this. And you are already connected with others who experience this. It is the fact that you wear the universe, you wear the cosmos. Looking at their gowns here, you wear the cosmos, you wear the universe, you wear the secrets and the truth of the universe, like, on your outside. And somehow you still have a human face, you still have a human body, you still are clicking on a video on YouTube and listening to this message. And so there's something important and spectacular and miraculous about your existence. And they're drawing my attention to the fact that, like, everything that seems like a miracle truly is one, but no more so than your existence, no more so than a flower blooming, no more so than what we consider to be normal, average, everyday is just as miraculous as someone being spontaneously healed, or something that we deem to be impossible, because truly nothing is impossible. And there's something that you do or something that you say, there's something about just your energy in general that allures people and draws them to the possibility of what seems to be impossible. And they are first and foremost saying thank you for this. They are grateful for you, and they're thanking you for all that you do. And at the same time, they're saying wait until you see what's coming, because there is more. If you resonate with, they're showing me somebody, like, clapping two cymbals together. So this is like percussion. So if you resonate with, like, sound healing, or you're a musician, or however this is that you transmute energy, this can be, there are millions of ways to transmute energy, but whatever your original or your comfort zone of transmuting energy is, they're saying thank you. There's a reason that you have it, but at the same time, they're saying that whatever this is, you're about to get better at it. You're about to get stronger at it. And it's not through lack of practice. They're saying that there's going to be a moment where you just explode. And they're showing me the OA, that series. You might want to check that out. Watch it. It's phenomenal. And they're saying that people who have had near-death experiences, or particularly people who are seeded from Andromeda, have very phenomenal and miraculous abilities in a particular area of life, where they seemingly just pick it up naturally as though it's exactly what they're meant to do. And this can be an instrument, this can be singing, this can be energy work, this can be literally anything, but it's going to be something that normally is difficult for people to catch on to, but something that you have been privy to your entire life and haven't, like, abnormal, like an abnormal skill and gift for. For example, like if you can play the guitar and it might take somebody like 10 years to get to a certain level, and that's pretty average, but you pick it up and on like day 3, you're already like 7 years into what would normally be one's journey. And this can be with anything too. This can be with Reiki, energy healing, something like this. Energy healing is really, really coming out too, especially with this electrification. They're saying that you are, they're drawing my attention again to the hands here. You're connecting with, something, but you're creating something together. And that is why there is some sort of space or tension in between, because that is meant to create something in and of itself. So take that however it resonates for you. And then they're showing me again isolation, but they're really showing me the soul, like sun in the middle. So you may have been called to spend some time alone, go into meditation, maybe spend some more time at home, or just like work on your own energy and draw yourself a bit away from the crowds, a bit away from others, just taking time for your own energy and like really like not allowing other things into your energy while you're still processing it. And they're saying this is so that you found the light within yourself in a way that is impermeable, in a way that doesn't flash or flicker, in a way that is steadfast, true, and ever present. Andromeda is saying that you can physically see them if you look. Whether you go out at the night sky and you look up, you use a telescope, or whether you close your eyes, go into meditation and ask to see them, or whether you do see beyond the veil and you're a medium of some sort, they're saying that you have the ability to physically see them, and they're saying that they are around you more than you know. So this might be physical Andromedans, this might be people who have seeded on Earth as humans from Andromeda. They're saying they are more around you than you know. And again, they're pointing me towards Neptune. They're saying subconsciously you already know and are inherently drawn to this. So you will know. They're saying don't get it twisted. Don't allow it to get twisted by over-rationalizing, because you already know. And they're saying that you have a spark of knowledge, and keep it that way. They want you to continue to keep your energy channels aware and open, because you already have the truth, and they want you to keep that truth within your heart, because you will always be able to create from that place, and it will always be abundant, it will always be truth, it will always be fruitful. I've seen palm trees quite a few times during this reading. They're standing out, but they're showing me like a palm tree, but how the top of it looks like a star burst, how it also looks like a firework, or like two like binary stars, for example, are coming to mind, or like the collision of like a supernova. And it's also the sun. So they're really drawing my attention to this. So something about wearing your soul on your sleeve, wearing your outward expression is the sun. In astrology, people sometimes say that it's your soul, but that's really only the case when you are wearing that on your outside. And so they're really drawing attention to that. They're saying you have alchemized this. They're saying that you have transmuted the energy between yourself, between you and yourself, and there is nothing else left to go through, nothing else left to see. And they're showing me somebody walking on the earth, but their feet are a couple inches off the ground, like they're literally levitating. So whether you are literally practicing some things like this, or you have a different connection to some time, someplace else, there's a reason that you are here, and they want you to remember that literally a mathematically aligning, like the cosmos and their position had to perfectly mathematically align in a perfect way for your consciousness to refract miraculously into a particular time and place and date, in a particular timeline, in a particular way, in order for you to consciously take the vessel that you have chosen. And they're reminding you that you have every power in the world in order to, they're showing me, like, change your body, walk on water. Like, you've chosen all of this, and they want you to zoom out and feel yourself, but they want you to zoom out into different particles of space. They want you to zoom out all the way and feel yourself as different particles of space, and then feel your journey on the way back down through different star systems, through different lifetimes, through different cycles and incarnations, because they're saying that they're saying you have the ability to zoom all the way out, and you have the ability to zoom all the way in, but they want you to take your time exploring and enjoying that journey that you've already walked, because there's something there about it that will help you to release any difficulty from your path right now, open you up to your upcoming blessings, but also they're saying relate and resonate with others. There's something about you, particularly group 4, that allows you to relate with every single being that you come into contact with. And they're showing me, again, somebody like zooming out with their consciousness and expanding to particles of space, like literally just becoming space. But as they zoom in, they are actually experiencing every single thing possible, just as we are all just as we all experience the same thing, just starting at different times and getting stuck in different places and thriving in different places, but we all go through the same things. And they're showing me the fact that you have already completed this several times over. So because of this, every single person that you come into contact with, you can resonate with in some way, shape, or form, because you've already walked where they are. And that's a very beautiful blessing. That is something that Andromeda wants you to they want you to become aware of this. They're saying that there is victory, and they're actually drawing me to Roe versus Wade. And then they're also showing me the word media. So there's something about truth. And they're showing me, like, tarot readers who, like, read on different truths, different conspiracy theories, tap open, yes, of course, like, different collectives, but also, like, they go into, like, conspiracy theories, and they go into, like, they unearth truths that have been consciously deconstructed and fabricated by the media in order to create disruption in our realm. And they're saying that you have the experience, the knowledge, and the ability, the capability to easily unearth some of these things and put together what's been broken, because you've walked through it. They're showing me, like, here, how their hands are electrifying together, but they're also showing me you doing this in yourself. And you have the ability to activate anything or anyone. They're also saying that your energy or your consciousness, or you have the ability to act as like literally a truth serum. If you choose to activate this part of yourself, you can keep it active all the time, or just choose to manifest it. There's something about you that will always be able to unearth the truth without a doubt. So they want you to really re-explore your collection of life experiences here and put them together. Maybe write them down, maybe notice the cycles, or maybe just see the parts that emotionally affected you the most, in a good and a bad way, as well as any other spiritual, subconscious, dream work type things that have popped up in the same time. Because there is a connection here, but they want you to really tap into the fullness of your being and utilize this to unearth the truths that you've been collecting consciously and unconsciously. So this is beautiful. And again, you're not alone. They're saying that the moment that you speak up about a truth or truths in general, there will be a community that flocks towards you for protection, for agreement, for connection in general. So they're saying that you are never alone, and you are so highly regarded and protected. Andromeda really wants you to take some time to tap into them, because they want you to remember, they want you to feel what it feels like to be an Andromedan. They want you to walk those steps. They want you to, they're saying, feel the motion of the ocean. They want you to feel the different colorful refractions of being a space particle again. And as you tap into their collective, they're saying you're going to feel a heart and throat and third eye chakra awakening. So look forward to this. And they're saying thank you so much for being here, because they know that whoever this is for, they're saying it wasn't easy for you to be here right now. And so they want to take time to thank you for this. So with that acknowledgement, I pass along love to you from the Andromedan Collective, as well as for myself personally. They want you to take another look at your astrological chart. Perhaps you've learned more about astrology since the last time you looked, or maybe when you look again this time, you will notice something that you haven't seen before. Almost, they're saying almost Mandela effect-esque. And there's a very important reason for that, because the time is now for something. So, they want you to close your physical eyes and open up your third eye, and they're saying that they will walk you through this, and that they're so very grateful for your presence, for your existence, for your life path, and for you just being the person that you are. And they don't want you to change for anything or anyone ever. You are perfect just the way you are, and you are so divinely, uniquely loved, and they want you to enjoy your life a little bit more. Tap into that sweetness and bathe in the stars. They want you to really literally bathe in the stars, bathe in their collective, and they love you so much. So group number 4, this was your reading from Andromeda. Thank you so much for being here today. Maybe pick yourself up a piece of Moldavite, or if you have one hanging around, it wants to spend some time with you. I hope this helps shed love, light, and clarity on your situation, and I hope you have a phenomenal rest of your day, week, month, year, incarnation in this realm, and travels on your spiritual journey. Thank you again. It will help me a lot if you interact with this video in some way, and please do not forget to check out Lexi's video. She is tapping into collectives within and on the earth that want to tune into you beyond our own. So don't forget to check that out. I love you so very much, and yeah, namaste.